Yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay. We're live.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it is Saturday night, and it is time to welcome back once again Snowy the Snowman.
Snowy the Cocaine Man.
That motherfucker, he shows up the day after Thanksgiving, and he's just here to stay, man. He's like Christmas music.
He's here to eat your turkey leftovers.
Oh, Christmas music only started for you the day after snow giving. Yes.
Snow giving?
There's no giving like snow giving.
It's the best given I know.
Because Christmas music in Tesco's has been going on since October.
What's going on, beautiful people? We just wrapped up the pre-super shows and went a couple of places. We talked about some things. I even did some research into USB N64 controllers, because that might be a thing in my life. Go back and listen to it if you're feeling adventurous. What do we got for the people tonight? Valve won a court case. That's neat. And, Pedro's going to talk about high definition Neverwinter Nights. That's going to be
the limbs.
Experience.
They look like HD wood.
And something that I want to play around with, Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2, that dude is busy.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
Jesus.
Okay, I don't know about everyone else, but when I follow a GitHub, I hit notifications like releases. I had to go and check that, bro. Dude, man, I'm like,
right?
Down, man.
It's just like, wait, what? You added this to the show notes. What's this? Oh, okay.
No, man, it was like
he's fixing it. That's what we can say about it.
He's crushed it, but I'm like, maybe save some of this stuff for like a release instead of like
just gather a bunch of fixes and then do a release.
No, but he's doing continuous deployment, and I do have to applaud him. I do have to applaud him for that. Good on you.
So I'll go ahead and tell everyone right now. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a load test on Trackmania server. Yeah, so if you got Trackmania 2, if you had it on your wish list and we're friends on Steam, you have a copy now. And
surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Santa Vin strikes again. So we're going to play around with that. I got a server set up. It worked. Foxy and Mr. Alert were kind enough to help confirm, and Pedro logged in the day before that and wiggled for a moment.
Yes. Where it was just the one track, and then when it restarted, it went back to the same track because the track listing had not been figured out at that point.
Oh, hell no. You, seriously, type in Trackmania server into Google Docs and scroll down and just take a look at what has been hand-coded to get that to work.
All right, am I gonna? Okay, I guess I'm gonna look this up. Trackmania.
Gonna need a prop here. Let's get the NVIDIA Ion ready. There we go.
all right. Firewall, server login. Okay, all right. Mania Planet. All right.
Which I'm actually looking to get a second NVIDIA Ion netbook, because this one has the unfortunate shortcoming of being 32-bit only.
Oh.
Oh no! Your old computers are running old hardware? The shock.
That's the thing. It's a 32-bit only computer that came out in 2011.
All right.
When everything else was 64-bit at that point. But yeah, no, that Intel Atom is very much 32-bit only. So it's like, okay, no, I'm going to do a comparison when I have...
Dude, there's like this sweet comic with this kid on a bike.
All right, yeah. All right, that definitely looks like it probably took some sourcing.
That has to be done to set up a map rotation.
Yeah.
And there cannot be a space between that in the XML file, or it will not parse it correctly.
Oh,
no hard returns.
So someone hand wrote their XML parser. Got it.
that took me a minute to figure out. That's not documented anywhere, but hey, it does.
Hello,
it works. It
Jill.
rotates.
Hi, Jill.
Hello. All right, so where? There it goes. Look at you, Body McBot. You know, Body.
Yeah, bot is only 5 minutes late. That's fine.
It's not bad.
It's pretty tight.
It's getting better, but sometimes it's bad.
It was a week, it was a month or two ago that I started streaming and the bot didn't say anything. It's like, okay, I know I'm streaming. There's people watching. So we're just gonna go. And I finished the stream, still no bot. No bot ever showed up on that day.
Hey man,
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell sometimes with our lot. I'll finish a stream sometime, like 4 or 5 people like, all right, good stream. I'm like, all right, I guess you were watching. It's
Suze.
bitters.
I mean, it's not open Suze though, so
No, it's not. It's not green enough.
it's close Suze. That bottle looks close.
Well, the pronunciation is Sizz.
Sees.
Else's.
Le Sizz. It's French.
Ah, yes, the
No.
cereal topper.
Keep that though.
It's dry gin. You just mix that in with some
You don't mix that
orange
with
juice or
anything.
lemon squeeze and you're fine.
You give that to somebody else, man.
Not a gin fan, then.
Gin. Gin only serves one purpose, man. That's it.
To get you shit faced.
Painfully.
I'll take whiskey for that.
I'm indifferent to gin. Back when I was drinking, I didn't like or dislike it. Someone asked me to do a shot once with him, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna do gin shots, and he's like, oh God, why did you do that?
Why would? Yeah, it's like, man.
I'm like,
I
because you asked me to do a shot with you. That's why.
I can only put down so many pine cones. I'm like, no.
Listen, you need to get on my level. You gotta have that native Canadian pine cone munching constitution.
Hey, didn't Canada like open up the maple syrup reserves?
It's quite possible. I have not been following that story since a bunch of them got stolen. The maple syrup heist.
I just
that
saw
was the
like
last I heard of it.
I saw the thread earlier this week. I don't know if it was recent. Like Canada has opened the strategic maple syrup reserve. And like, why would Canada? It was like exactly for incidences like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the shortage of things seems to be affecting Sprite as well because we ordered kebabs from the kebab place.
Sprite kebabs.
And yeah, they include a drink and we usually order Sprite with that.
Did you get crab juice?
Dude came in, a bottle of regular Coca-Cola, not even like the cheap diet one because the regular one you now have to pay the sugar tax. And it's like, we wanted Sprite. It's like, yeah, there isn't any. There's a severe shortage of just about anything Sprite or 7-Up, or it's like, oh, okay then, we'll take the Coke. That's fine.
Oh,
They're-
Steve, you can't gin anymore. Not since that night. Oh man, is that where the outline script for He-Man the movie came from?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know, Pedro. I think there's a limey joke there somewhere, but
Yes.
Unless you're without Sprite.
That's one thing I noticed with the HelloFresh things. There's a lot of recipes that involve lime. And I know some people in Portugal who are also subscribed to HelloFresh, and they don't get anywhere near as much lime in their recipes as they send to people here. So,
that's because you
where that
Brits have
comes from.
such poor constitution. You need vitamin C.
They're trying to fight off scurvy, man. Listen.
Yeah, right. There's no vitamin C in meat pot pie.
You boil it all out.
I don't mind lime, and to be fair, the recipes that they send, I think up to this point there was one that was really, really bad. It just didn't taste good, no matter. And it was actually me and Nori cooking at the same time, and we followed that recipe almost to the letter. It's like, this is bad. Yeah, no, it's not very good. No.
I like
We're doing
this.
it.
I like this Linux Neuro unleaded gas. This leads me to believe there's some place in Colorado that you're near that's like leaded gas. Fuck it.
Do they still sell leaded gas there?
I think the takeaway here is that John is so old that there was a distinction at one point when he.
Hey man, I remember then when petrol didn't have corn in it.
Yep. The ethanol free. Listen. The previous generation had the lead everywhere. We have the microplastics infesting our brains. It's fine. I've seen the episode of Doctor Who. It's gonna be okay.
Have you watched any of the Doctor Who?
No.
Me neither, man.
And you know what? My life has improved.
As soon as I heard Homeboy's coming back, I'm like, yeah, just let them get done with whatever they're doing. And Doctor Who's coming
Russell
back.
T. Davies is like, you massacred my baby boy.
Just retcon that last.
You know what? I think
Ethel.
I think we should just cut and reboot. There's like
Hard reset.
Hard reset, man. There's just too much shit. There's too much shit. Gotta focus on, because like honestly, the best Doctor Who I had seen recently was Constantine on NBC, and then they canceled it. Like that was the show that proved to me that the formula still works. You can still have like what is effectively a magical man running around in a magical building vehicle, whatever, solving problems, guessing his way through it until he pulls some bullshit out of his ass. That is every Doctor Who story. That is every Constantine story from the TV show. And it holds up. If you read it well and you like have likable characters who aren't annoying as fuck. Like in the last season, we had Grant.
Let's have Clara for 4 seasons in a row because that's the important bit.
See, here's the beautiful thing about Doctor Who. Everyone's got something to hate.
Yeah. No, it's just like Star Trek or Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It unites all generations in their hatred of just in general specific general
pop
aspects
culture.
of yeah.
Okay, we'll get going in a little under 3 minutes.
Yeah, I looked into the quiz game thing. We have to provide our own question lists.
Yeah. Like there's some loading to do to that, but
yeah. One thing I didn't get a chance to look at is, do they have an API? Because then can we like?
Well, I think that's all pre-built. So to load, I mean, it's got some really tight Twitch integration.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm just talking about for like loading questions and shit. Like,
I don't know
if you can get like a list of questions out of there so that like, and people have been like, just I don't know, like maybe there's a GitHub of like random trivia for it.
It parses a flat text file where you can't use spaces.
Well, yes, it's the Skeletor comic I posted earlier. It's like, add commas to your passwords to fuck up the CSV. Your password's gonna get dumped to later, fuckers.
Skeletor will return with more disturbing facts next week.
Yeah. See, I wish the Masters of the Universe cartoon ended with that. Just like, and now an educational moment with Skeletor. Meh, fuck those.
I'm surprised Adult Swim doesn't have something like that, man.
I guess part 2 is out of that. I gotta watch the new He-Man second half of it.
Yes.
Now with He-Man.
I just don't care enough about He-Man.
Now that they brought He-Man back from dead.
I mean, like, I for what I watched of the first half, I enjoyed it. I liked it well enough. I'm willing to see how it ends. Plus, like, whatever. It's either that or watch another episode of Doctor Who, and I'll take Master of the Universe over that.
Man, Dolph.
Yeah,
Lundgren
I'm this
is
close
the
to
only He-Man.
Yeah, you and Sandy. That's I want Dolph to be my daddy.
I'm this close to subscribing to Crunchyroll because they're rolling out new anime like crazy, and it's like, okay, I'm watching a lot of anime lately. So
what in the cinnamon toast furry is that supposed to be?
That's a cougar, mountain lion.
Well, I get that, but like, what's the ad here?
It's for the aftershave.
I guess. Yeah, I would. Sex Panther, 60% of the time. It works every time.
It's like fox urine.
Made with real panther.
And that's how I got the face tubers.
And that's how I got toxoplasmosis. The end.
All right, let's get to it.
I mean, ostensibly to someone, Foxy. Not anyone here, but maybe someone else.
There was that woman that drank her own urine and was selling bottles of it if someone wanted to do it.
Man, her name was Mama Mateus.
Fortunately not.
Tune into the lonelyfans.com. All right. Record. Wait, did you? Hang on. I might need to investigate something. Are you DNXHD? Yes, you are. Good. I was recording some HEVC shit earlier. Time to be all professional. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Vin. That's Jordan. That's Pedro. I need to adjust Pedro. Pedro's horrifyingly large.
Hello.
I know.
Lord
You adjusted
Pedro.
me last week. I had to squish myself a little bit.
You
Massive
did.
Mateus.
You did. I think the resolution, Mateus fidelity is a bit too tight.
It's 1080p. It's not
1080t.
No, it's 1080p. It's 1080 Pedros. That's how big it is.
Oh no.
That's a lot of me's.
No.
That's a lot of Pedro, right?
Hey everyone. You're watching us live here on Twitch. Helping us for him. Do I got buttons? Yeah.
Two canes. Two canes.
2 canes. Yeah, 2K.
Two canes, same.
2C. 2C with a P and a T.
I was trying to figure out how
I'm
to
sorry, I don't
do
listen-
the onomatopoeia for the toucan noise, but I can't.
No, man.
I'm sorry.
just
I
like-
don't
I'm just
listen to
thinking,
Insane Clown Posse. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? I'm like, Pa, I think Lassie had a stroke. Maybe. I don't know. Sorry to be so dark right at the beginning. We can do better.
Much worse.
What's
Much,
been
much
going
worse.
on, everyone? We got a big show for you this afternoon, this morning, all the other fun stuff. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is a fair warning if you are watching us live. If you had Trackmania 2 on your wish list, I probably bought it for you today because we're going to be testing out Trackmania 2, the Linux Gamecast official Trackmania 2 server. I want to do a little bit of load testing in the after show for that. So if you want to stick around, pop in. We're going to try to keep it to like 10 people just because I want to see how bad the box wheezes with that. And yeah, outside of that, I was in a Linus Tech Tips video, kids. I mean, peasants, you unfamous people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Random Reddit comment.
Yeah, right?
It's like in Jingle All the Way. You can just see like a random. Oh yeah, I know that one guy. Yeah, it's in the crowd. Yeah, I'm famous.
What was that? Just like spite or some shit like that? Like, fuck you.
Yes, I'm so jealous. I want my comment featured in the.
Oh no, I was talking on behalf of them.
Ah.
That's why I was telling Jordan earlier when we were playing Tuesday. I was like, that's a 14-year-old account. That took a long time to go back through all the comments and shit for like, did I say anything terribly dodgy at any point? Sorry to report. No, I didn't. But on top of that, playing around with Firewires, everyone loves a nice little redemption arc. And I'm happy to report that like one of the first interfaces that I bought, just when I was just curious because it's like, hey man, you get these things kind of cheap. That'll be neat. We could use that. And going by the information that I found online, clearly everywhere, that it worked, and I plugged it in and it didn't work. And that was the origin story for interfacing Linux. I'm like, that's some bullshit. So I'm going to be back with a working version of that. I had fun. I had a jam out session. You know, I come in to play like 4 power chords. We're like, let's test it. 45 minutes later, my fingers are hurting. Then I have to scrub through that 45 minutes and see if there's 5 minutes of stuff that's not cringe enough to where it would break the internet. Yeah. Because you start jamming in front of the camera, man. You start like leaning into it. And
No, don't judge me. Start doing the windmill. You get into it.
Oh, see, I'm not releasing it. Yeah, I clearly start performing after about 20 minutes in. Like, yeah. I'm playing to the crowd.
You get into it. You start grooving a little. Yeah. It's like recording yourself playing a VR game, but like having a camera outside showing your body just flail around a bunch. Well, you're like playing super hot and all this cool shit is happening, and you're just like fucking doing the worm and like flopping around. Yeah.
It's like that, but with more guitar. Pedro, what's new with you, baby?
I'm not much. I was actually poking with the Ryzen laptop, the Dell 5495, and I discovered that apparently the RAM I have, it's only 2400 megahertz RAM in there, but it's 32 gigs. And the APUs, they like that RAM speed, so I was checking to make sure everything was fine, and for some reason, the RAM was only going at about half the speed. I'm motion sickness starting to kick in now.
Oh, really? What?
Get down there, Pedro. Relax your jaw.
But yeah, as it turns out, that seems to be an issue with the first gen Ryzens and how it's being reported by both the MID code and what's the other word? Inksy. We were also using Inksy.
I don't have a pitch shifter set up. That would have been brilliant.
Wouldn't it just?
Well, yeah, this apparently that's a thing because if you have a first gen Ryzen and you run Inksy -M, it actually gives you the thing. I think you need to run it with root in order to get the full information, but it tells you that it's running at half the speed that you've supposedly set it to. So yeah, that will require some more investigation, but with Ven's help, we seem to have tracked it down to
able to confirm
first
it on
gen
2
Ryzen.
different first gen Ryzens.
Yes,
Yeah.
a Threadripper and a 1700. So it's like, okay, if you're getting that on both of them, that's the one common factor.
See, the only way we can help this is if you head over to my wish list.
and buy the second oldest Threadripper on there.
Yeah. Get the 2700. That'll really piss Reddit off next time I do a video.
Right.
Jordan, you full time. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
yes.
you. Aren't you fancy?
Yeah, new full-time job.
How's that MacBook?
It's sitting right there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the first week. I have nothing to say because nothing has happened because it's the first week.
Do you think that's the calm before the storm, before they...
Oh, absolutely. 100%. That's how it always is. Like, yeah, ease you in, and then, boom, here's the stack of shit we need you to do.
All right.
Yep.
Looking forward to, can we tell people what you're up to? Or?
No, I'm just doing, it's another DevOps job at a financial tech company.
Oh, okay. Because I know you're talking about like the autonomous thing for a minute, and I'm like,
Yeah, they wanted me to come in the office way too often.
Oh.
And that's a 2-hour commute either way.
Ooh,
so,
yeah, with the house and everything. That's it. Oh, all right.
No. These guys let me work remote, so, and it seems like a pretty cool place. So, yeah.
Right on. So, are we ever going to have to bring the horse back into the office?
Oh, and I have a written order from a court saying that we're not allowed to bring the horse in the vicinity of any sort of building. The smell is just a little bit too bad. It's the steam.
Lytics.
Update.
Speaking of court orders,
Coming right at you this week. This is something we talked about a while back on the show. The people over at Wolfire, they're like, hey, well, one person from Wolfire.
The guy.
Yeah, the guy. Oh, no. It's like, you know what? I'm going to sue Valve or file an antitrust lawsuit against Valve. And the court's like, get that shit out of here, kind of directly when they did it. And I'm really glad this was, very in and out. Good judge. Penis pump for you, buddy.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Right
I know
on.
exactly what you're talking about.
LGC cares.
That's getting
Topical.
extremely familiar.
That's from a fucking decade ago, man. I feel old now.
So, in the ruling in Wolfire's lawsuit, the judge writes it does not articulate sufficient facts to plausibly allege an antitrust injury based on the market. The plaintiff's allegations are not meaningfully different from Summers versus Apple, where the Ninth Court did the implausible allegation with Apple's 99-cent store was, super anti-competitive and all that. But they just kind of tossed it out, Why? Why'd they do it? It's called competition, kids. That's why. And, there's plenty of game stores and everybody's got like their own thing they're trying, because Epic's doing hey, here's a shitty service, but free games. And, people get free games with their fork knife launcher. That's kind of what that's turned into. Microsoft, they got the Game Pass thing. Like, you know what? Buy it from here and you can play it everywhere except on Linux because we're Microsoft. And GOG's playing their cards, man. They get like, hey, we do DRM free. Also, fuck Linux.
Effectively, yes.
So naturally, we will blindly defend Steam. Because I know that
they are the
coming.
ones that are actively supporting and funding Linux development. So yes, we will defend Steam because that's
I will
what
say,
they're doing.
Technically, Epic is doing that too. They gave Ryan some money to fix some shit, and they gave Strider some money.
Yeah, they gave Ryan some money to create a new API based on SDL, and they also gave Strider money for Lutris. So they're at least doing something about Linux. Not exactly supporting it, but yeah. No, I actually read through the original when there was another website that had like the complete reply from the judge. And the judge actually made the argument that other stores and clients have tried to go against Steam many, many times without charging that 30%, which was at the crux of the argument here. And they have failed. They have failed to take over Steam, to have any kind of significant impact on Steam's market. So that's not a valid argument in this case. And as sad as that sounds, it did get a chuckle out of me, but as sad as that sounds, the 30% that Valve charges does get you a bunch of things like free multiplayer, a free Linux port, unless you go out of your way to fuck it up. But
or just not hit the EAC or BattleEye button. Now you can fuck it up by not doing something.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I can see some argument in that Valve has the network effect on their side. They've been around the longest. Steam, therefore, has the most development time, most money behind it. It's going to be hard to crack into that sort of establishment. But yeah, I don't really see Valve pulling like a Microsoft and like bundling all their software together and like doing any sort of thing that would trigger some sort of actual antitrust investigation. So,
well, I mean, even when we're sitting back and like thinking about it, Valve is one of the rare companies that, yes, they're an evil corporation just like everybody else, but they haven't publicly demonstrated the evil part yet.
They at least released the source for their evil.
Negligence, absolutely, but evil,
maybe a little bit.
It's that sort of like banal evil that we all low-key are. Because at the end of the day, we just smash each other's head in with a rock evil. For a bunch of berries. Yeah. If it really boiled down to it.
Oh, kind of like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, exactly like Assassin's Creed. But, speaking of, you might be able to play it with the brand new version of Proton that's out, 6.3-8. If you've been following the 6.3 branch, a lot of the Proton experimental stuff has been wrapped up in here. You'll see a very familiar list of games, BattleEye support, DLSS with Proton Enable NVAPI and the GXG.
It's prime time now.
NVAPI configuration thing. Better support for different controllers. No crashes on Baldur's Gate 3. I can confirm that I did not crash on patch 6 when I played it. And it was pretty crashy before, so good on them. But if you want to play Assassin's Creed, Age of Empires 4, Breath of Death, 6, Magicka 2, Monster Boy, a bunch of shit. That is all supported now. This is the closest we're going to get to whitelist. It is listed as playable. Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect 1 in the Legendary Edition bundle does not have working audio, so you're still going to need to use Proton GE if you want to play that. But yeah, it's progress marches on.
The big thing here is very much DLSS, as you've probably noticed if you've been on Twitter and you've seen the thousands and thousands of reposts of articles saying, oh, DLSS is on Linux, but it won't be on the Steam Deck. It's like, yeah.
It won't be on your computer either, because no one can fucking get their hands on a 20, whatever.
Like, sick burn, bro. Yeah.
It's like, do you really want to point out that Pedro, all you care about
I need
is
you
the Steam
to
Deck?
admit. Tell me not that watching The Verge try to cover Proton DLSS was not the absolute most goddamn adorable thing you've seen this week.
It's eye-opening just how ill-informed, despite Valve actually, for once, going out of their way to put all the information out there. Everything about Proton is open source. The information is there. They've said it time and time again, especially after the Game Gear. And all the information is out there, and it's constantly being misreported, or at least factually debatable.
I genuinely don't believe there's any maliciousness in this. This is...
No, it's just pure negligence.
I mean, at a certain point, like, you can't get overly technical trying to explain stuff to people. And certainly with a lot of the technology that's coming down the pipe via Proton, there is definitely some, what the fuck is this and why should I care? And if you don't have that knowledge ahead of time, then yeah, it's kind of hard to convey that information.
And to your point, man, you got to think about it. We're well into year 2 of the great silicon GPU shortage, and yeah, no one's getting. I mean, I did, because I'm like, really, I get to use that? Huh? I've done that.
But you got it early. You got it early.
Yeah, you got it before it got real bad.
I got the 2060 back in when you could just buy it on launch day, which I did. And I got the Founders Edition for MSRP, and like, okay, we're done with that. Did you hear AMD's raising the prices of their 6000 series by like
10%?
Yeah, they're already insanely high. I don't. You should not pay $1,900 for a 6900.
The statement was like, materials and all this, but we're sure that the AIBs, the people who are selling it, they will mark up them right.
You're increasing the price 10% for the AIBs. They're going to tack on another 10%.
They're going to tack on another 20.
They can.
Well,
because they can.
Let's be honest. I think everybody down the line can just get wrecked because they're tacking on right now, currently, 100%.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh no, that will cut into our 100% profit margin.
Wow.
Can't have that. Can't have that Intel. Come on.
All right. Well, let's talk about less depressing stuff. Steam Tinker Tool. Used to be STL, but apparently if you're using any sort of computer-assisted drawing stuff and also gaming on that same computer, you might have a name conflict. So with the latest release, version 8.0, they have changed it. If you don't like typing out full words, or you don't want to go into your launch settings and correct this, and you're not running computer-assisted drawing programs, you can just set up a symlink or an alias. They say that in the release notes, but there are a ton of improvements for this release. Lots of support for mod managers. All the downloads that Tinker Tool supports now have custom status and installation pages, which is pretty nice. And RIP, the one-time Proton button. But Pedro, they added support for a specific mod manager that your panties are all wet over.
Not just mine. It is, as far as I can tell,
Frothing.
the most popular mod manager currently out there on the interwebs, especially if you use the Nexus Mods website.
Frappa Pedro.
It's the Vortex mod manager, and as someone who's tried to get that working with the Lutris install script, which, to be fair, gets updated fairly often, but it's been broken for a long, long time. And Lutris just straight up crashes while trying to install Vortex. So that's a big plus that they got there, because you just, if you click on the Vortex link that they have in the announcement, and you go, you just follow the little command that it tells you how to install it, it just works out of the box. That's kind of crazy. Then you can just sign in with your Nexus Mod account.
Get wrecked, Pedro. All this did was cause me to have polar vortex stuck in my damn head this afternoon.
Damn it, yeah. Damn it, Flula. So the moral of the story here is, regardless of your game of choice, if you're using Steam Tinker Tool, you now have the easiest way possible to get your titty mods in there.
Why are you always like laser sighted on the titty mods? Is every game in your like collection just tits?
Yes, it is.
Got it. Hey, maybe if you like some vintage, low poly, but high res memories.
Yeah,
not quite as low poly anymore.
Dances with rogues.
One of the first,
am I right?
One of the first mods for Neverwinter Nights was actually the Sex Adventures. It was a nudie mod, but yeah, the new big release for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition is the HD Models and Textures pack for Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, which comes with higher resolution textures, higher resolution models, and higher resolution meshes for the models, especially noticeable on the faces of characters. Yeah.
What's wrong with their things?
Well, see, now you can see them
everyone
clearly
has
enough.
massive forearms.
Yeah, you can see it clearly enough to make it out now. No, like,
we'd like to take this chance to say you have a way with your DNA, and welcome to Neverwinter.
People's limbs look like firewood kindling, but at least now they look like HD firewood kindling. But yeah, they have it on a separate download though, because Pedro, you were testing this on your netbooks.
Yes, that's one of the things, because like all of my netbooks, they all run the game. Like the Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition, they all run it at like native resolution 30-ish FPS, give or take.
Yeah,
but
1200 by 800, yeah. Native resolution.
1366 by 768,
640
but yeah.
by 480. You know that game was played at 6.4 back in the day.
But the moment you drop those 4.1 gigabytes of enhanced textures and models and everything else, it goes from 30 FPS to 5. It becomes a slideshow. They're not kidding. If you have a low-end system, do not. Yeah.
But like honestly though, this is probably the best this game has ever looked with this and the new lighting. Yeah, it's
oh yeah.
It is
and
shocking.
That
how,
last screenshot, if you ignore, the limbs,
the limbs and the general body shape.
Yeah, the lighting looks amazing, and like the faces of the characters now actually have bump mapping to them rather than just being a flat model with texture.
The solid stick. The solid stick.
Okay, here's my big thing. When was Neverwinter Nights first released? 2001?
2002. 2004?
2002.
Two.
So you got to give them credit, man. They've stuck with what they know. Like this is keep.
Yep. This is the original team that are no longer working for BioWare. Now they're called Beamdog.
They're rocking and rolling with that. Did they have they done anything about the how have they? What am I trying to ask?
The blinky horse?
No. Does this provide HD head wiggle?
No, the head wiggle is still the same, but the heads that are wiggling are much higher resolution.
Do you use the Beamdog? Can we throw like a little motion blur? Because people are just like jiggling around all the time in that game. It's fucking hilarious to me.
No. If you put it in motion blur, you make Pedro mad. So actually, put it in motion.
Come on, I love seeing it. That's why I watch Pedro to play, man. Like two NPCs, and they just get together and they just start their heads just start jerking around. I'm like, all right, I guess they're communicating. Yes.
Yeah.
That's how they simulated talk, because the mouth didn't move.
Oh, come on. Listen, I won't even be mad. Just Canadian them. South Park them.
No, that would be pretty funny. I would say
that'd be pretty tight. Dead Cells. I've tried to get into Dead Cells a couple of times, and this might. No.
Well, this is certainly doing what every very, very popular indie game likes to do, which is include bits from other indie games. And, Dead Cells is no different, because they are bringing new weapons, new skills, new skins from Hollow Knight, Blasphemous, Hyper Light Drifter,
all right, am I alone? Did anyone else think that was fucking Lemmy over there on the right?
Yeah,
right.
for a hot second.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah,
Ace
the
of spades.
of the games that they're referencing here, we've thrown shares at 6 of them. It's just Curse of the Dead Gods, I think, is the only one that we haven't, which
Lemmy
is
one.
kind of crazy. So yeah, it is. It's available now. It's a free update, and if you have the game and if you saw it's like a couple 100 MB update show up, this is why I'm not entirely sure because I haven't found. There's a couple of hints as to how you can get access to the skins and the skills and the weapons and everything for the different games. And I was looking for the Blasphemous one, but on the little GIF that they have in the presentation page, they just show the penitent one, like doing the potion thing that he does in Blasphemous and then dying. So I'm kind of curious to know what exactly is that doing.
I don't know. I downloaded Dead Cells. I'm like, oh, look, update. Oh, if I can play Hollow. No, you can't. Like,
No,
screw this thing. I'm out.
you get the
You gotta
nail.
find it first.
Yeah.
No, you don't even get to play as Hollow Knight. You
you just
his
get the
weapon.
nail. Yeah.
You get the nail and you get the swings, like Hollow Knight does, like the bounce swing if you do the down swing on
They
things.
also put in benches.
Yes.
But I gotta know though, where's Mr. Rogers out of all of this in a bloodstained sweater?
You know what? What did you think of the remake of that?
I thought it was pretty well done.
I thought, all the work that went into it. That's probably like the only way to do it though, right? And have just all the artists and all the different takes on it.
They do like 5-second frames.
Yeah.
The
pretty tight.
community collabs. Yeah, it reminds me of like the old Newgrounds stuff. They used to do that a lot more.
Yeah, man, those people are in their 40s now.
Right. Yeah, they have jobs on actual like animation studios.
Oh man, I hope they have better jobs than that.
Indeed. Well, coming up next, we show you the true way to game on Ubuntu without ripping out your desktop, and a glimpse of the future. Ah.
The answer to your question, Strider, is Nintendo.
Also, yes.
I mean, let's just vote.linuxgamecast.com. What's that name again? Vote.linuxgamecast.com, where you can
vote.linuxgamecast.com
.com.
where you can vote.linuxgamecast.com.
This message brought to you by vote.linuxgamecast.com.
All right. Gotta
Moody
vote
Watt is
for
already in
submit
the
show yeah. One day we'll get to submit show titles. This is the show title. I'll give famous people a vote.
Let's go from pre-shows on to intermission.
I think installing Gentoo is the game in and of itself. That's
How to game on Ubuntu. Yeah, I mean, you can install Gentoo.
Try install a 32-bit dependency. Well, actually, that's what I was looking into some of the stuff that
Portage
STL
is
supports now.
pretty straightforward, man.
Yeah, what is it? The other one is
I want to see
Emerge.
Conti.
Conti.
There, okay, that's what E
Conti.
something. Yeah.
yeah.
Emerge.
What?
Oh no,
I'm not joining your
we're
church,
talking
Mateus. Quit. I'm not emerging.
All rise.
We're about to talk about how to game on Ubuntu.
Yeah. AKA how to click a button in Steam.
Got to stay away from those terminals, man.
You do, man.
Terminals will remove your GUI.
I saw a
You want to
YouTube
use
video
the command line? Here's the command line,
Like,
bitch.
all I was thinking about that is like, and that's why Windows users are fucking just carriers.
Yes, that's why Windows
Virus.
users should stay on Windows.
Blindly agreeing and clicking yes. Like, but that's what I do
not
on Windows.
reading.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's why your credit card.
Bonzi
Well, to
buddy.
be fair, PlayStation users got that too.
Well, what's even worse about that is they just like sent that over plain text. That was like you can like there's a free SSL library you can just use. After all that, I am genuinely surprised that they are still able to take credit card payments, because
Oh, they're big enough. They're a big enough player.
Called Sony?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like, oh, you're going to cut off one of the biggest electronics manufacturers in the
But
world?
Here's the thing. No one buys direct from Sony from Visa. They buy from Best Buy. It's all fucking retail.
Unless you have a PSN account,
Yeah.
which everyone does if you want to play multiplayer games.
Yeah. But in 2008, I don't think that market penetration was high enough.
It was already significant because the PlayStation 3 was the console that brought your Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Yeah, which everyone hated back then.
Demon Souls, everyone hated. Dark Souls was like the one that actually made people like it.
Have you gone back and looked at any other From Software games? They used to do like mech fighters.
I remember playing the Armored Core
Kingsfield.
demo. The Armored Core demos for the PS2 a long time ago.
I was taking a look at MechWarrior 5 is apparently out. I looked at it and I watched the trailer and I'm like, well, that's not Hawking. Fuck it.
No. I really like the MechWarrior on the Saturn. It was 4? I think it was 4
Oh man,
or 3.
What did I order?
The N64 controller?
That would have been quick. No, I think that's for a cable for a card that I may or may not get. That was a just in case. Like, wow, that's like $10 instead of $100. Let's put that in a drawer. Well, I mean, we were talking about that on Wednesday. Like, the doubling system performance and all that fun stuff came to a delightfully screeching halt.
Yeah.
And you just can't play that game anymore. We got to ride that wave from like 95 into like what, 2012, 2013.
Yep. Moore's Law, baby.
Now it's Moore's cores.
Yes.
No, I thought that was just Patrick. More cores.
Throwing cores at the problem, and we're throwing nanometers and cores.
Oh, but now we got horizontal scaling. We can just throw like an entire cluster behind it.
3D NAND, stacking. Like, all right, that's pretty cool.
God damn it! I killed that 2-liter, and now I gotta piss like a racehorse.
All right. Oh no.
Yes, the more cores bot is dead.
I didn't know if somebody had resurrected it. All right.
Well, now you can get away with not writing any code to build your game. That's why Unity has the majority market share when it comes to game development at this point in time. Point and click. Point and click.
Hey man, it's
There, done. I made a game.
Hey, don't quit talking about Godot.
Godot at least is a bit more involved.
Did you remember to bring your space gun back with you?
Nerf gun. One of the battery powered ones.
What?
Moving it so I
Mine
don't
is
step
manual.
on it. I'm moving it off the floor so that I don't accidentally step on it.
Yeah, I found out last night that there's USB charging like water guns now.
Of course there is. Everything has a stupid micro USB port nowadays.
Right?
Internet. It's the internet of shit. It's locking you out of your Tesla because of a bad server, because of a bad API gateway.
Zeth Jack, let me tell you about Xandros. a proprietary Linux distribution which Asus shipped with their Triple-E PCs back in the day.
It always comes back to the fucking netbooks, doesn't it? My God.
That's his thing. See, this is what I don't get. He's got like such a fascination with this bullshit, but he was like, hey, you know, you could start your own YouTube channel and probably like turn a profit. Nah.
I need time and I don't have it.
Baby, you got time.
No, I don't, because when I'm done with work, my brain is cooked.
Then how do you play with the netbooks?
That's my Zen thing. Doing that, I get to shut down my brain and just type in things and run games.
So what you do is you set up a camcorder and you hit record and... And then everyone can see, like,
yeah, there's an HDMI port. I could probably hook the capture card into it. Yeah. There's a possibility.
Oh man, I made a bunch of pulled pork, and I finally had some time to put into it, like the spice time. But what Scott was talking about.
What? Oh.
Yeah, like cooking. You know.
I have a decided lack of time. That is one spice. No.
I don't know. What's your go-to for like seasoning?
Crushed red pepper.
Crushed red pepper. I usually hit it with the garlic. I usually hit it with the salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of onion, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of chipotle.
I got like the
garlic, salt, and lemon squeeze, and then let it sit for like half an hour until the top actually starts visibly disintegrating from the acid. It's like, yep. Good to go.
we're gonna roast a duck tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, just don't carbonize it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Crispy.
Yeah, crispy, not crumbly.
You'll have to get out your Anakin and Kenobi figurines to try to save it.
Yeah. From my point of view, the turkeys are evil.
I don't know. Like, you always got to have your hobbies and stuff like that. Like, I never really want to get into the mindset of, like, getting something with the purpose of, like, oh, that'll make a good video. Let's get that just for that. Because you're not going to enjoy doing any of it.
Yeah, it just becomes work.
Yeah. Yeah, they're baby dinosaurs, Scott.
Yep. Evolution, baby. Came out on top.
Revolution. They're just biding their time, son.
Yeah. It's like the Rick and Morty thing was like, wait, that kid can understand us? Oh.
Get him.
Yeah. Wait, he's looking at us right now. Child, can you understand us? I will grant you wishes.
Come on, record. Damn it. There we go. All right, news. Let's do in 3, 2s.
I don't know. There was plurals of numbers that are technically plural, but they were getting thrown around, so I was a little bit confused.
Have you ever
Chances
seen
are you are too, but don't worry.
6? It's horrifying.
All teeth.
Don't worry, we'll get to the news at some point. We do need to address the other numbers, though. The numbers that you, everyone who is contributing to this tiny slice of insanity on the internet,
we need to create
for.
Convince Pedro to film his damn netbook. Fun.
Yeah. The illicit numbers going into our secret caveman accounts. I mean, we shouldn't have. Definitely. Yeah.
I did post my Christmas list on Discord the other day. So if you can get me those netbooks that I'm still missing.
Okay. This was horrifyingly sad because Pedro wants netbooks with car stickers on them. I shit you not. This is like
two of them, yes. Specifically the Asus Lamborghini VX6 and the Acer 1 Ferrari edition.
So
those
if
two.
you like, so if you would like to pay for the institutionalization that we're gonna force Pedro into, you can head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGamecast. Select a backer level. You get some cool stuff. At any level, you get access to our Discord channel, which is real neat. We're hanging out there the rest of the week. We're chatting there.
Conversing.
You can watch conversing. You can watch some, or you can listen to some audio stuff that happens via Weekly Daily Wednesday and this. But a little bit more money, you get access to the show notes. You can watch the show congeal over the course of the week. You can issue corrections. You can issue suggestions. If you have a cool open source project you want to plug, you can do that through our Patreon as well. And a little bit more, you get our executive producer level, which gets you your name at the very, very top of the credits. You get custom RSS feeds for the pre-free Super Shows and a live video feed too. It's pretty neat. We got any fun stuff hidden behind the Patreon paywall this week, Ben?
Don't have any early things. I'm probably going to be walking through, and I think the next thing I'm going to be doing, there's like two things I want to try. One, I might be doing this for patrons. I don't know if I'll be doing it this week, but definitely by the new year, I want to have a system set up where I can do some like editing with DaVinci. Be like, yo, all right, you got some questions for like how this stuff's put together. We can do it live. We can stream it out on Sundays. I don't know. I got to get in the right mindset. I think I got the tech pretty much balanced out so I can pull away. But I'll be putting a early preview, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, for the DigiDesign. We're going to be doing a redemption arc. We're going to be trying to tell a story about almost 2 years later. We went from the origin story of like, man, somebody needs to like clarify this stuff on the internet because I just wasted money, to like, hey, look, now it's useful.
I mean, that's the wonderful thing about Linux is like on Windows, you got to worry about your hardware not being supported. On Linux, you can like be like, man, I can't wait until I get support for this thing 20 years later.
Yep. And we'll still be here with your support, fighting the confidently incorrect bullshit that is starting to come up because, hey, look, the Steam Deck runs Linux, so we need to be Linux reporters now, even though.
Indeed. But in addition to that, we are Linux hawkers. We got a store.linuxgamecast.com. I have a prop for this even.
God damn it.
Yeah, I got my Use Me shirt over here.
Boom.
Yeah, authentic LGC merch. Look at that.
Woohoo.
Feel the material. You can't
smell
because
it from here.
you can smell it. Smells like Tide Pods, all right, baby. That's what it smells like. We got a store at store.linuxgamecast.com. Buy yourself your own Lonely Penguin t-shirt or some stickers or a coffee cup or a mask or a hoodie. We got lots of stuff for you to place on your persons, places, or things.
What do you think the smallest t-shirt you could fit into would be?
Without ripping it?
Optional.
Okay, like
That I can fit into a XS t-shirt.
Yeah,
An XS.
Like
Yes.
if it just needs to be a closed loop of fabric by the end of it, yeah, I could probably squeeze my way into a small.
Like we can get all the limbs in it.
Yeah.
Breathing completely optional.
Yeah, right. Like we got to define get into a shirt. We got wish lists as well. If you go to linuxgamecast.com, put your mouse over the support button to that wish list section. I have one, Pedro has one, Ven has one under studio, Jill has one too for Weekly Daily Wednesday. You buy us some stuff off of that, and you get to send us a cool little note that we get to read on the air. If you want,
we have to read it out loud. Yeah,
we have to.
That is the deal.
That is the dealio. I gotta thank Mr. Foxdog for buying me a copy of Cyberpunk. Thank you, Mr. Foxdog. Thank you so much. I am grateful.
I want to see if you could run it with that 1080 because I took a crack at it with the 2016. It's like,
I'm genuinely curious. Stay tuned Thursday when Jordan versus Cyberpunk happens. We'll see how well that goes.
Oh man, get ready, Samurai. You don't have the option. This is you know what? Test that stream before you go live.
You know what? Fair. I'll yeah. It may be an impromptu Pokemon stream. Just saying.
Thanks to each and every one of you out there. Stick around for your names in the credits. It means the world to us. If you subscribe to us, or if you come and Twitch sub, you also get access to our Discord. We have IRC. It's completely free. We don't like putting things behind a paywall, but we do appreciate your support. What?
We forgot to mention Pebble as a donor last week.
Pebble is a new donor from last week.
Yes, they are.
We can't tell them what they
we didn't say
donated.
their name in the show.
It was delicious.
We just wrote their name down in the show notes.
Sorry, Pebble.
Sorry, Pebble.
Did either of you ever get a Pebble?
Like the watch?
Yeah.
I have a Pine Time.
I straight up have one of those. It's probably still in a box too, because I never used it.
Not a big wristwatch fan. Don't like them.
It was more of a curiosity. They were cheap. They were like $100. And like, oh, look, it tells you to.
Yeah, $25 for the Pine Time. That is why I have one of them.
Now, you might have heard some people are trying to game on Linux, and they are going to use their extensive, some might even say non-existent tech background to try to click their way through it. And you know what? Ubuntu's here to help.
Yes, after Linux gaming touched the mainstream tech YouTuber circle, conveniently enough, on November 25th, after the two relevant videos came out, one Oliver Smith posted the Linux Gaming with Ubuntu Desktop Part 1, Steam and Proton. Now, to be fair to them, they don't address the Squeaky Ones videos at all. Not a link, not a mention, not even a snide remark, which I'm pretty sure they could have worked up a few into that particular article, but not a single one insight. It's just very cut and dries. Oh, look, there's an autumn sale going on. You can install Steam. This is how you enable Proton for everything. They explain what Proton is. They tell you to go check ProtonDB, how to report whether or not a game works in ProtonDB. That's very important, and you should do it.
You can install Steam right from the desktop. You can type it in, and it tries to give you an Electron player in Portuguese.
I noticed that too. That was quite bizarre. It's only for Portuguese videos. What? But if you scroll down,
that,
no, this is bad, dangerous advice. You should not try to attempt to install Steam from the command line.
No,
you
you
might
delete
uninstall
your
your desktop. Yeah, you will just completely.
No, that's on
remove it.
Pop OS. That's Franken-Ubuntu. This is the legit Ubuntu.
Listen, I heard Pop is part of the Ubuntu ecosystem, and so they're the same thing, just like Debian. And Arch. Yeah,
that wasn't a thing on Twitter for a solid couple of days or anything.
Okay, I'm going to give you some pro tips with the guide making. You need some circles around some things on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, like the tick box at the bottom, that's the important one. Circle there.
Just saying. Before Steam Play? After Steam Play. Before Steam?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah, you can press a button now.
They also end the article tooting their own horn, so to speak, by saying, oh, look at this. On Ubuntu, we have the highest percentage of games working. Mm-hmm. And then you look at Mint, it's like, oh, it's the same. Right, it's the same distro. Right. Yeah, it is. It's not a bad article by any means or measure, but again, the timing, it seems a little suspect.
What do you mean it's suspect? This is like probably a good damn time to get. This is like one of the reasons I was rushing out like the OBS. It's like, let's just get that out there before, the people like, I installed Linux yesterday. This is how you do the thing. And, but it's somebody with like 500,000 subscribers. It's like, I'm the Linux tech guy. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
His name is, he's the Linus tech guy now.
The Linus tech guy, man. So, I mean, this is good that they get stuff out like that. And it's going to show up in searches, and nothing in here is like egregious or anything.
It's a little overly basic, but gets people started.
But that's where we need to go. This is the most difficult
Cut
thing
and dry.
to like for us to do, and that's not a humble brag at all, people. That is like I can't get to the mindset of what would be the A/B comparison going from Windows to Linux. Like what would I be? What would I try to do? Like I've recently incorporated. Well, no, I'm talking about like, okay, I've installed the thing. I immediately go to the vendor's website to download the drivers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, unless you do.
Well, so sometimes you need to go to GitHub to download the drivers because the vendor's not.
You're just fucked then, man. You can.
Yeah.
You end up with like a web page,
and then the GitHub project makes the thing idiot proof because you done goofed on video.
Shell scripts are hard, man.
We were talking about that before we went. Well, it might have been in the pre-show. I caught the end of the WAN show last night because I heard Linux, and that's going to get me to come walk in the room. Like, all right, what are we talking about? And, Linux was like, hey, it's probably a good idea, though, because we're completely new to Linux, and we're trying out these projects, and we've even had a developer update their project with some instructions to, because for, like, brand new users. And I was like,
idiots.
That commit was called making this idiot proof.
They not low-key, they straight up called you an idiot. Sorry.
Well, I mean, can we at least have that argument? Because that I understand, like, especially from developer side, you don't know what challenges people are going to hit sometimes. Like, you're completely it's out of scope. Out of
the first you're hearing about the challenge is some big YouTuber with 1 million or more followers, or 10 million followers, whatever the case may be nowadays. Or 15. If that's the first you're going to hear, then you're going to go, well, fuck. Well, yeah, I guess I got to do something. Thanks, dipshit.
I would say, okay, maybe I need to clarify some things.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, at the end of the day,
Pedro's
at least
being an elitist little motherfucker. It's like,
of course, well, I mean that's Pedro elitist Mateus for you.
I think my Discord status still says entitled Linux user, so I stand by it.
Mine just asks people to kill me, so I don't know. Talk to me about Jedi Knights, because Star Wars is a totally non-controversial topic here, right?
Yeah, no. At least this one is before it was controversial, although it did strike people a little bit at the time. This is Dark Forces. You may remember the first Jedi Knight series of games, Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2. Well, this is a open source engine reimplementation of Dark Forces 2 specifically. It's mostly built in C, and it works on just about every operating system and architecture that you
it's a
can
function
be asked
by
to compile
function
it under.
Reimplementation in C, baby. Where's my Rust at?
Yep. Yeah, no Rust
wait
here.
a
This is
years.
all C. And it's very good to see a new engine for these kinds of games that actually introduces some much needed functionality, because the original ones, they don't scale terribly well in 2021. And I'm not just talking about the resolution. I'm talking about there's a lot of things back in 1997 or 98 that this game came out, the original
This thing is
Dark
multiplayer?
Forces.
Yeah, that much.
It will at some point.
What do you do? Just like run around and
You have both guns and lightsabers
yes.
in this.
oh, you shake your little light wieners. Okay, got it.
The Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and the other one, Jedi Academy, were very, very popular in multiplayer because it was basically Star Wars multiplayer. It was Quake with lightsabers.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's cute. JK.exe.
Yep. And that's how you actually get the engine to recognize the first of the Dark Forces, which is you have to actually recompile a specific file, which is that bit that Ven was highlighting there earlier. So yeah, those poor average gamers, they will not be able to enjoy the first of the Jedi Knights. So yeah, it's good. This is just good. I very much appreciate it because I like the Dark Forces, both of the games. I played them a lot back in the day, so it's good to see that they're actually getting some love with some open sauciness. I
got to appreciate Shiny Quagsire's username because he's a dope, slappy little purple man. But yeah, this guy looks like I appreciate this guy from my little DevOps heart, because it genuinely looks like this guy's doing continuous delivery, because I was going to type up a little summary of like, what was the last release? And then like, this guy's been cranking them out, man. Hot damn. He's been busy.
Yeah, there's one thing I've been noticing. It was like even way back in the olden times, earlier this week, I'm like, yeah, there's that's opening that spout. And yeah, you're getting like sometimes 2 updates a day.
Yeah. Homeboy's busy.
I'm probably going to play around with it, especially now that we can have deathmatch. That would be a chaotic fustercluck for an after show. How many people can we get in?
At 16, I think.
How do you even manage that? Does somebody get to be like, I don't know, Orko
big
or
maps.
somebody? Oh, big maps.
There was no limitation on the characters that you could be, so you could have all the same one.
Okay. Right
Luke
on.
versus Luke versus Luke versus Luke.
Yeah,
versus
everyone's going to be Vader.
Bayonetta.
Didn't they try that with like one of the more recent EA story where you got like a super at one point?
Yeah.
And everybody else is peasants, so you could just run around just murking everyone.
Well, it was
that's
like
just
if you wanted
Battlefront formula.
if you wanted to
Even
play
before
as
EA
Vader,
took over.
if
How
you,
did
if
that
you
work?
wanted to
Like
play as
1940,
Vader,
somebody like turned into like Mecha Hitler and Mussolini or some shit?
Yeah,
Well,
if you were doing well enough, or if the
Batman.
RNG,
yeah, well,
the
not
Dark,
Battlefield, but
the
Battlefront.
Battlefront,
Dark Souls?
yeah, the Battlefront games. If you were doing well enough, or if you got the RNG luck, you would spawn in as the hero character. But like the original Battlefront 2, not the EA one, the previous one, that was like 64 people on the same server, 32 on 32. It was crazy. So
It was
yeah,
because
you
it was
had a
also
lot of
on a
people
PlayStation.
blasting.
You're also doing it over like the PlayStation modem, so it was not. It was equally crazy because shit wasn't where you were shooting at. It was fun times.
Yes. So yeah, you had a lot of people shooting at the hero character, so even yes, you were more powerful, but you would be immediately targeted
just
by
like to
everyone.
everyone know, I apologize for even bringing this shit up. Moving on.
All right, time to talk about the elusive x87 emulation. So this is from boilingsteam.com. Links to all this stuff in our show notes. And so we've been seeing a lot of advances in the ARM space over the past couple months, couple of years even. Apple has been releasing the M1 based architectures. China has been coming out with some cool stuff like the Phytium 2000, which combined with Box 86 can actually run Crysis now with a 5500X or with the RX 5500. So that's pretty neat. This is double whammy. A, because of the Phytium D2000. Fuck, it's like an octa-core ARM CPU board that I can't fucking buy right now, goddammit, and I just want it so bad. But Box 86 had a couple of enhancements as well, including CSMT support for Wime, which was the OG performance boost for GL titles before D9VK came out, which it also now supports, which is what it uses to run Crysis. But this is impressive. This is... The future is here, man. We're getting there. x86 emulation on ARM is getting to the point where you can actually run Crysis now. That's crazy.
I mean, will it run? Here's, when you see something like this, your first thought is like, it's like, no. This is a preview of retro gaming in 20 years from now, because that's how you're going to be playing your classic x86 titles, emulating them on your Raspberry Pi 36.
Yeah, the $25 computer that can like outcompute everything.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. 100%. And no, I mean, I really believe that to Jordan's point, this just makes me like, damn it, I want that chip, and you can't get one.
Yeah, I want that so bad. Jesus Christ, I want that. Oh,
I want ARM, and I want a PCI hole, and
maybe a video card if you're lucky.
No,
even that
$400
effectively a motherboard for the compute module that had the PCIe hole, $400 mini ITX, and it immediately disappeared.
Because people bought it, Pedro.
Yeah.
It's not, listen, it was in no danger of you buying it.
Oh, no. I have a Pinebook Pro, which is an ARch64 RK3399. That same chipset that Pine seem to be big fans of, but it's not a bad SoC. And as someone who has been running Manjaro ARch64, I can tell you for a fact that this is great, and it's great when you can get it to work, but ARM... well, you can't really complain about multi-lib on ARM because it doesn't fucking exist. 32-bit is 32-bit, 64-bit is 64-bit. That's it. You want to play 32-bit stuff on 64-bit? Okay, you're going to have to create a chroot with another 32-bit ARM distro, and then you can run the stuff that's 32-bit inside that chroot.
I could just run it through my ARM wine, right?
Warm.
No, I can't really think of a good way to portmanteau those two. But yeah,
I don't know. You could make it an SH.
Box 86.
Okay, so yeah, I mean that's the thing. Go play with it. I've seen some people doing this with a Raspberry Pi 4 and to a much lesser degree because this thing's got an AMD GPU plugged into it, and this, admittedly, this is like, neat, not useful, but it was like getting X running on the original Raspberry Pi. Like you waited around, you hung out, and it finally popped up. You're like, cool, all right, wipe it.
I definitely want that board for non-gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Nefarious non-gaming
I want to make a little shoebox jackbox is what I want to do. Like a little low power thing that I can throw at people. Prince of Persia was originally on the Apple. If they were old when I was in primary school, the Apple IIe. Retro
gaming, man.
Yeah, green screens. Doing that, you had to put them in, you had to boot them up. Well, much later, maybe a little bit later, they released the MS-DOS port, which is pretty tight, man. There's a mini documentary on the guy who did this and how he did mocap effectively back then with frame tracing. Yeah.
With his brother making jumps and shit, yeah.
Right? And the reason we're bringing this up is because, check this out, Prince of Persia, based on the disassembly of the superior DOS version. It's called SDL Pop because that's what you think about when you do it. It's open source, and I just wanted to give it a mention, man, because you can just download it and play with it. Now, it is SDL2, which is pretty tight. It's got mods, apparently, because there's a mod folder, which is okay.
Quick saves.
MIDI
support. Quick saves.
CMake. Yeah, everything looks that you would need to get your MS-DOS inspired Prince of Persia on, but
minus the music, but it does have compatibility for it.
No, man, listen, if you're playing, just ring up Pedro. He'll beatbox in the background for you.
Sure,
it's pretty tight.
Course. Anytime.
Hey, that invitation's always
that would be a shit experience.
It'd be pretty shit beatboxing too, but you get what you pay for. So.
You can cut through Prince of Persia like casually. I think it's like a 45, 50 minute long experience. Yeah. So I mean,
it's not very long. It's got like 3 levels.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time was spent waiting for it to load anyways. So they needed to make it.
See, I want somebody to do for this what I've wanted somebody to do for the original Amnesia. Fully automatic weapons.
Yeah, just give Super Mario a loaded handgun.
The next time I see a zombie dog, I just want to light that bitch up. Done.
But yeah, no gamepad support for the OG Prince of Persia. Persia, not Persia, but yeah, whatever. And quick saves. The quick saves are going to make like saves coming such a thing because that game was unforgiving as shit. So yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to
go try it
if
you've never played it. Go try it. Yes.
All right. We got one more engine implementation we got to talk about, and this is OpenIG. We got to thank Patrick Mir PPC on Discord for suggesting that, which you can also do by getting into our Discord or our show notes. We got an entire separate thread for that in Discord chat room, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's a room. Open Imperium Galactica. It's a 4X game from the late 90s. It seemed to be relatively popular, relatively well received. And what's interesting, perceived. And what's interesting about this one is that they actually have permission from the devs to ship the assets. So you don't actually need to have a copy of the game. You can just run everything out of the GitHub repo, which is pretty freaking neat. You gotta love when companies are willing to do that. Because like, yeah, we're not maintaining this. You guys can have it. So yeah, it's prepare for some 90s-tastic graphics, but you know what? Hey, in terms of game preservation, it's pretty good.
No, I mean that's awfully big of the developer to look at something 3-decade old game and not go, I bet we could rebuild that real quick in Unity and make some coin, bros.
Yeah,
I think most of that effort seems to be with the Imperium Galactica 2. Because yes, there is a sequel to this one, and that one seems to still have a pretty big following, at least on Steam. There's I was surprised when Mira linked it on Discord. It's like, oh, that's actually got a lot of reviews. Huh.
The only Galactica I want to hear about is season 1 of Razor actually being filmed, damn it.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, coming up next, we got to climb the astral towers. And what are we going to find at the top? Hopefully something better than the end of the Dark Tower.
Ogres. How did they, wait, have they even addressed the ogre character in Wheel of Time?
The Trolloc?
No, the ogre.
The Ogre? No, I don't think
It was
so.
like
I haven't got that.
25% of the books.
All right.
Yeah, it's a
They
primary
haven't gotten
character.
to that point yet, I don't think.
You mean 25% of the first book?
Again, shit, man. They got 14 books worth of material to adapt.
Listen, man, I didn't go through all the trouble of going through the books, so I couldn't give it shit.
They tied you down and they made you listen to those audiobooks. They
made
held
me,
your ears
like,
open.
Skip back a couple of times because I just let it run to it. I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? All right, I don't know anything about this entire like section. I'm like, God damn.
Dude, I don't think I could even do.
Yes,
I
Pedro,
can't even
what?
do audio.
No, I was just going to say I like that second episode. My favorite bit about the second episode was the city. I like haunted places in general. Big fan of the Silent Hill series. Shadar Logoth. Please, can we have a spin-off of just that place?
Okay, so they went to the dead city. Did they encounter the not vampire?
No, not vampire. Just
no.
goop.
Was there a dagger?
There was a dagger.
There was a dagger,
At least
yes.
they got that in there.
They got the dagger, and after specifically Mandragoran told them, do not touch anything. And the
Motherfucker turned into a hobbit.
Yeah, no,
didn't
there
he?
was the
Yeah.
Vashta Nerada. There was like the goop started approaching, and I'm like, ooh, it's the Vashta Nerada. They're literally eating the horse. Nice.
So what I was gonna say is everyone has an insanely long and complicated, stupid fucking name in this story, and I don't think I could listen to the audiobook hearing the narrator say everyone's name constantly. That's
Oh, you want to have a good time? In the audiobooks, they switch between readers intentionally.
oh boy.
Yeah.
For like POV stuff or
Dude reads, I can't tell you anything.
all right.
Yeah, especially if you're watching it.
Yeah, I think a lot of these adaptations now they're
Have you taken a trip to a White Tower yet?
they're on their way to the White Tower.
They're on their way there.
Actually, they had the Eye of the World at Walmart when I went there.
Unfamous people. Steve, look at that. What, 2 votes? Nudie mod. Oh.
Vote.linuxgamecast.com.
Chaotic Fuster Clock.
Go affect the results. Because I need to pee.
I'll give Mecha Hitler and Mussolini a vote, even though that's not gonna. No, we learned that the hard way with the 999 episode.
The, what was it? Apparently just mentioning Star Citizen in a video title. That got some traction. Immediately.
Some folks are just constantly doing like keyword searches or some shit.
Well, I mean, it's like their jam, you know. It's like what they do. They get up in the morning before they play the Star Citizen all day, do some searches on the internet for some Star Citizen related information, and then they write mini novellas in the comment section. Like this week.
Yeah, because that chart was hilarious, but apparently the folks on the G Plus Linux group didn't like that.
Oh, man. Like,
The Clarkson Hitler, that was pretty much
What?
funny.
what is the point of Nazis if not to use them comedically?
Right?
Like,
Don't take them seriously.
Mel Brooks wrote the, layout for that. Let's see. Is it not called Game? There it is. The graphical juggernaut. Right, and they were doing it way back when. What was that? Hogan's Heroes?
Yep. Colonel Clink.
Right. I mean... Oh man, then the BBC tried to do Heil, Honey, I'm Home. Mm-hmm. That's taking it too far.
Grant Morrison had a comic called The New Adventures of Hitler. And it was all like, Mr. Hitler goes on a picnic, or Mr. Hitler rides a bike.
But then we got to give credit where credit's due. Turning Hitler into a sympathetic character.
What, in Preacher?
Preacher.
Well, I mean, they try, but you're like, it's like I'm sitting there like, you're trying to get me sympathetic to Hitler, and then like you look at the credits and that writing, every production person on there is a Jew, so you know.
Oh, I mean, it was a fucking challenge to do it, right? I mean, yes.
Well, they attempted. Then they do like that. We're just fucking with you.
Oh, of course,
yeah.
of course, 100%.
It's like we tricked you to be feeling sympathy for Hitler. Yeah. I don't know. You think Preacher would hold up to a rewatch?
I don't know if it's been long enough.
It's been a few years at least.
Oh, it's shit. We look at it as like 13 years ago. I'm like,
Preacher was 2015. Okay, that's not too bad. It's only
6 years ago.
6 years. God, fuck.
Yeah, we didn't watch that 2 years ago, maybe.
All right, ended 2019. So
that's a little better, isn't it?
That's a little better.
Jeez. So I found out something.
Whoa.
This is interesting. I usually only break this thing out, like if we're doing shows, my little Vapotron.
Yep.
I added out because I had my little PCB board holder, so I brought it up to the breakfast nook because I was like, I'm going to use this little USB soldering iron thing. And I was like, got my little thing. I kept setting it down, and tablet I had in there kept dropping Wi-Fi. Couldn't figure it out. Like the Bluetooth would die, then the Wi-Fi would die, and I tried to cut the Wi-Fi back on, and it wouldn't work, so I'd have to cut the Bluetooth off. Then I could cut the Wi-Fi back on. Then I could cut the Bluetooth back on.
Was the little holder thing like amplifying some signal from the Vapotron or
no? Apparently, which I completely forgot, this motherfucker's got Bluetooth. Because of course it does. Yeah.
Of course, right. Why wouldn't it?
Fucking welcome to the modern world that you can't disable. It's always on. And I'm sure it's not secured.
I bet you if you crack it open, you can pull the Dell RAM replacement trick and just kind of try and get that chip off the...
I thought about that. I immediately searched it, and it's like #1 search is like, how do you disable the Bluetooth? Like,
how do you physically remove Bluetooth from this device?
I guess that the people they have a new model without Bluetooth.
That's how they got you. It's like, oh yeah, we can give you a non-Bluetooth model for another $100.
Well, I mean, again, this thing normally just sits in the corner. So,
that's fun. Internet of shit, man. Internet of shit.
I didn't even know what to say to that. It's like I was glad I figured that out before I started like setting up a static IP address. And, like I was tracking it back to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, trying to figure out, like, is it a Mac conflict? What's going on?
Something was going on, man. And, yeah.
Rogue DHCP server on your network.
All right, let me do my turn to go grab a drink, and we will cut to the Astral Towers, which I didn't get to any tower parts.
That's closer to the end of the campaign that you get your own tower.
Yeah, I stopped playing once I assumed that there would be more nanny missions coming. After the second one, I assumed that this...
I played
just
for
like-
about 20 more missions after that, and there weren't any.
All right. But like once you start introducing that, like, I see you're trying to shake up the game now a little bit, and this is how you're doing it. No mas.
They actually started you off like that. It's like, oh, here's 3 dudes. Oh, they're gonna die, so you gotta summon your own.
Yeah, but at least they don't like, you've lost one of them, so you instantly lose. Which I hate that shit. It's my least favorite kind of mission.
Escort quests are always shit. It's their only purpose is to serve, to make players hate NPCs. That's the only thing that they do.
So in like my taste really got soured in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, where you have one unit and everyone else is AI controlled, and they are the most suicidal fuckers. It's like, how are you even supposed to keep them alive when they are like, they will walk up to the ninja and then turn their back to it. Like,
the sniper walks up to the ninja and then turns to shoot at the guy across the map.
yeah, it's just dumb shit like that. And I looked up how to beat it once. They're just like, soft reset. Because there's the gadgeteer class. And what happens is, so you flip a coin, and if it's heads, everyone on their side of the field gets, or everyone on their team gets affected with the status. And if it's heads, or if it's tails, then everyone on your team gets affected with the status. And how you use that character is you give everyone on your team items that make them immune to the one status, so that you can use it and not suffer. But if you have no control over the inventory of your other fucking teammates, and one guy's just like, I'm gonna cast sleep on everyone. Oh, looks like we're all asleep now. It's like, what the fuck? Huh? Yeah. And I was so mad too, because I was trying to plat that game. Like, that was the one game I actually like, I'm gonna do all the missions, get all the items, and I never do that shit, ever. And yeah.
I played the Game Boy version, the Game Boy Advance version of Final Fantasy Tactics a lot. And then I got the PSP version, which I also enjoyed very, very much. Like, full-on 3D is like, oh. So this guy a level 3D, but still. There's some rumors of Square trying to get a playtest pool around for a new tactics-based RPG they're releasing, and
I want to believe, but
we need a new tactics game based on the Smurf-averse.
They did one for Dark Crystal.
I never watched that. I think I'd like that.
I think you'd like the movie. I'm not sure you'd like this show.
I think I've seen the movie, man.
We've all seen the movie like 200 years ago and have no recollection of it.
It had some puppets and shit, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gelflings. But the show is a prequel to the movie, actually.
So we are going to run in reverse order for this.
All right. PJV.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Makes sense.
Let's do that. Get that locked.
Man, I guess I have the chunky review this time.
Yeah, you do. Good, good. Go to 2. And yeah, let me get that in the right spot. What's that button do? Oh, share this.
Blam!
Hey, man.
I mean, anytime. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. Destroy something, learn something. Sometimes both.
What does this button do? Nothing good has ever followed that sentence.
At least in my old age, I mouse over shit to see if there's a tooltip, which there was.
Yeah. Okay.
Before blindly clicking. In 3, 2.
Welcome back to the Checkquisition. I was gonna call myself something, but that was ruined by the Ku Klux Klan. So we're here to throw chairs at Linux games. We run them on a variety of different hardware, running a variety of different Linux distributions, and we'll give you a score based on our lawn chair metric system. This week we're taking a look at Astral Towers from APUS Software. It's done on the Apus game. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing this game engine. You can pick it up for about $4.99, $5 US. What is it? A turn-based card game missing strategy and puzzle elements. Find approach for each of 78 missions. And we got to thank Apus, E-Piece
I'm not
for sending us.
That's your island. All yours.
Listen, man. I'm iterating through, and eventually I'll get it right. But we got to thank them for sending us some keys over Curator Connect. So let's get into it. Pedro. It's time to duel.
Yes. And I don't have a spirit of a pharaoh that I could, just kind of swap places with right now.
Just make your voice deeper. Just make your voice deeper. Talk like this.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Well, it launches out of the box to a black screen with a... Are we done with that?
No, keep going.
Okay, there's just a teeny tiny little square on the bottom left with nothing. If you hit Alt-Enter, it actually puts it in a window, and you can actually see the game at that point. You can Alt-Enter once again immediately afterwards, and you'll be playing in full screen just fine. It maintains 144 at 2560 by 1440 because it's only rendering, I put JPEGs in the notes, but it's actually Targas, they're TGAs. You click on things and things happen, but the graphics and the sound are perfectly serviceable. But those are not why you're here. You're here because this is a cheap card game and you're wondering if it's worth a damn. I can say for certain that it is. It's a puzzle game with a card game mechanics, and if you have to figure out what the winning combination of attack, defense, and healing, what that combination's going to get you to survive. And yes, burning through turns to get enough mana to summon two 20 defense golems back to back is absolutely valid, as Ven will attest. I think the devs realize this, so they've made some enemies drain your mana if certain conditions are met. Most of the scenarios are fairly easy, but there are some where you just straight up die in one turn unless you do the exact right thing. Isn't that right, Jordan? While I don't entirely like that, I do appreciate the whole you get to fail quickly so that you can try something else very, very quickly afterwards. Honestly, if it weren't for that little full screen cock-up, I'd actually give it full marks. So, 3 chairs.
Well, there you go. I've definitely learned something about the heart of the cards. Thank you, yummy Pedro. So on Fedora 35 64-bit with the R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti, launches out of the box. I thought I got a freeze at one point, but it turns out my KVM just kind of burped. The art is simple and effective. Kind of reminds me of King's Questy a little bit. Really, as long as all the cards are legible, we're all good. Controls are simple, click, click, boom, and the soundtrack is just some generic medieval noodling. Fun-wise, the card game's pretty simple. Inscription actually uses a similar attack plus HP method for describing cards, and you get one type of each of the mana per turn, and you can cast spells based off of limited Remitor. I was vibing along dueling until the game started to change things up a little. Usually, you just gotta clear the board, but then the game starts throwing some additional requirements to victory, by which I mean the card game equivalent of an bar. Specifically, you gotta keep specific dudes alive while the game tries to murder them. And what that boils down to is you need to decipher the exact script your opponent plays and find out what your half of it is, because you're not given that half of the script. And that's where it starts falling flat for me, because what I like about card games is the strategizing and the maneuvering around another player and trying to ride that luck skill ratio for victory. That's why I like stuff like Griftlands and why I have a very complicated relationship with Magic the Gathering. Here, you just really have to reverse engineer your last the back part, your part of the script, as Ven will get into. And having no deck building just kind of makes it poo-poo for me. There's a versus mode. Right now, you can only do local versus hot seat. Apparently, and I had to do a little bit of research on this, online multiplayer was going to get added once there was enough players online to support it. So yeah, you get remote play with hot seat, and that's it forever. It kind of reminds me a bit of those chess puzzles you'd see in newspapers. Remember newspapers? Good for lonely fun, but not much else. I'll give it 2 cheers.
My turn. I tried my damnedest to get some voice modulation, and I just don't have anything in the stock. I'll fix it in post, Pedro. I'll fix it in post. Okay. So, yeah, over here on Dev 8 and 11, it ran pretty decent. I didn't have any big issues with it. I did get 1 freeze, so I had to cast kill 9 to get that sorted out. Limited options, but it has windowed and full screen, two things I look for. They are both there. And again, as you might expect, running on this antique first-gen Ryzen with incorrect memory reporting, as we discovered. Go back and watch the pre-super shows for that. 1920X, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 2060. Yeah, it made with the performance. Now, for fun, I really do have to assume this is an extremely simple, stripped-down card game because I never felt that I was juggling maths or stats at any point. It is. Like, okay, you know what? Hell, even to the untrained eye, someone watching me, I might have even appeared to know what the hell I was doing. I most certainly did not, rest assured. The thing is, Brad, you can kind of, as Jordan was alluding to, you can kind of brute force your way through this game. I mean, reverse engineering sounds classier, but I don't call it what it is. You brute force. You just got to work your way back because it hits you with the same attack pattern every single time. And I don't really know what cards meant, but I just start dragging, clicking, things start dying. You find a turn solution that doesn't get you killed to death, and you just backtrack and repeat, and eventually things start dying. I had a 12-minute battle because I found out like the ice wall plus the tree grinch combo was doing like -1 to the boss card. I call the one at the top the boss card. And like every third or fourth round, I'm a patient man. I just waited it out. Eventually it worked. I'm going to say at the end of the day, I mean, this is the most basic of bitches card games. So if you're buying this holiday season for somebody like me that you just want to make them feel like they could play a card game, I'd say go for it. Yeah. I mean, this is nowhere near as complex as Go Fish. I mean, for $5, you can do a lot worse. Card games, just not my jam. And back to what George said, online play, if that didn't have a big lock over it, might have got some extra mileage out of this because I could just got wrecked by these two yahoos. But, you know, chicken and egg on that one. Like, yeah, sure, we'll add it as soon as people start playing it. Well, why aren't people playing it? I don't know, pandemic. But I'm going to say 2. Solid 2. Gentlemen, I mean, where does this really sit?
Really in the middle. Yeah.
Like, I mean, this is done, but I don't think it's done in a way that would satisfy. Because when I say this, I say it's it's simple enough to where I can completely track everything going on and I can work out my strategy. But admittedly, once you know how the cards are dealt, one could say it's pretty just a war of attrition between you and the script.
Yeah, it is, like Jordan was saying, it is managing to figure out what the AI is going to do, and to what you were saying, Ven, it is basically just trial and error. You figure out, okay, they do this, and they do this, and you have to work your way around that. And
so, here's the thing, though, like, to that point, there is a player versus AI mode, and I did play a couple games of that. And the way the deck building or the way the spells work in that is like you have everything, and like that's reasonably fun, and it's not so much reverse engineering the script. You actually have to play against the AI,
but you can't just like toss out a bunch of tree ladies.
I mean, that's what I ended up doing. So
okay.
The dryads are very, very good cards, but yeah, it is a card game distilled. It's Astral Towers distills like the card game genre to its very basics. You don't have to worry about mana because you get. It's the chess puzzles. That's what it is.
That's what I'm taking away from it. At the end of the day, is it safe to say it's a better love story than Artifact?
I'd say it's about unequal quality. In my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
All right. Well, coming up next, we get the full patch notes from Star Citizen from YouTube and some handy dandy tips and hate mail segment.
All right. Well, I don't see the, that's the first time you sent a message there, Lunch Ox.
What?
Wow, he's
with
on
the advertising
moderation.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, no, he's making a joke. I'm pretty sure
You were
that's
about
a joke.
this close to get banned. This close.
Just got mad with power, man.
Yes.
No, it's if it had been, it's like, oh, this is the first message this person has sent. It's like, ban, gone. But it wasn't, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. Well, Yummy Pedro was pretty good. I was laughing through that entire time. It was pretty good.
So, wait. Unfamous, what do we have? Nudie Mod, man. So, YamiPedro.com, available or not?
Yeah, or Yummy.Pedro.
Linux.
Linux.
Remember newspapers?
I'll give Linux distributions a vote.
I'll be glad when November's over where I can finally shave.
3 more days.
Yeah, man. In.
No, not Nutstash.
No near November. Can't use any body wax. You should see my knees, they're horrifying.
You got them very hairy knees.
Oh, man. A month without waxing my knees? Are you kidding me?
Built-in knee pads.
I could slide
Yeah,
for days.
no, I want me some cashews, but it's not November, so can't have that.
I'm just saying, man. You gotta learn how to braid.
Fortunately, peanuts are legumes and not nuts, so I can have as much peanut butter as I want.
Okay, like,
They're technically seeds.
all jokes aside, I do not know how people rock a fucking neck beard, man.
I have other beard to sort of fill it out, but
that's like almost 2 weeks, and that's just gotta get gone. Like,
Does the neck start immediately under the chin, or is it where it actually meets your neck?
so like this is where my neck starts, I guess. I got high traps though, so it's a little obscured. It's gonna be no neck November next year. I'm gonna just do barbell shrugs and deadlifts. I'm just gonna look like a fucking Cardassian. No neck November. I'm doing that.
Beard line has to be
ripped.
above the Adam's apple. Okay, so mine is, so, right. I do have, like, beard in the under chin, but it's above the Adam's apple.
see, I got a special type of hell because, like, my facial hair, like, all of it is not coarse. So that's a whole different thing of having to dry. Thought again, hey man, if you had like a big beard or something, just like growing, I'd never get past this stage. I've grown out a beard like twice. Out of
I
curiosity.
wish I could get a full bushy beard. This does not fill in. I want to be a wizard.
No beard up here.
Right now, I just naturally get the Ra's al Ghul like forked beard.
Mm-hmm. You need to get like the silver markers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Eventually, yeah.
Just fill it in. Just get a silver marker.
Well, silver shark beard.
Yeah.
Just bleach the outside.
Yeah. Very good, detective. Now, let me go steal your sperm so I can impregnate my daughter with it. That's what he does.
Was anybody arguing?
I'm just saying. I think technically Talia did that on her own, but old Raish didn't care. It's like, yes, give me a grandson. It's a thing that happened in the comics. That's where Damian Wayne came from.
What was the thing? Was it Movie Bob? Comics are weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Batman's went places. Last time I was trying to keep track of Batman. There's Robin. Another Robin shows up like, fuck this, I'm out. Batgirl. And
Yeah, because there's like 5 Robins.
yeah, like those things are disposable at this point.
I really like the run where they had Dick Grayson as Batman and Damian Wayne as Robin. I thought that had some pretty fun stories, and then the DC rebooted that because we can't have nice things.
I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the Michael Keaton Batman.
Yeah, in Flash.
Yeah.
I bet you he's gonna show up for like 3 fucking seconds.
Probably.
They have that in there to just get butts in seats.
I'm thinking about maybe going to see Spider-Man Gone Home.
Yeah. Spider-Man Gone Home, Your Trunk.
Yeah. Or No Way Home. Whatever the fuck it's called, the new one.
Yeah. Yep.
Just out of curiosity. Like, I don't even care if I'm spoiled on it. I'm like, just go see it. Because I've been to a movie theater in 2 years. What was the last movie you saw, Pedro? You strike me as a person who will do everything in their power not to go to a movie theater.
Correct.
Yeah.
I usually watch them at home.
The last one I saw.
Like full-on movie, I think, was on Netflix. Let me go through the recently one.
No. What's the last time you were in a movie theater? What did you see?
Oh, that was for Star Wars.
The last
the
one?
Episode. No,
Second last one? Third
second
last
to
one?
last one, Jedi something.
Last Jedi?
I went and saw the first,
Last Jedi,
Yeah, the
yes.
first of the reboots I went and saw because I realized that day that the internet was going to have no chill on that. So
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. All right. I just popped over and watched it at 11 o'clock in the morning.
That was me with episode 9, where like I was gonna wait a week, and then someone at work's like, yeah, I bought like 16 tickets. You want to come? I'm like, well, I guess I don't have to duck spoilers now. So
Well, after I watched the first one, I didn't care about spoilers. I'm like, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
the last movie I saw in theaters was Dune. The last movie I watched was 1979 Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
last movie I watched. Oh, wait, do we gotta like actually watch it, or does it count when I just fast forward through most of it?
Let's go with actually watched.
That quite possibly could have
Okay,
been the
let me
first
go
Star
to
Wars because I
Netflix.
couldn't fast forward through it. The last movie I watched was the Marvel
Shang-Chi.
yeah. Very memorable.
I saw Bright, the anime Samurai Soul movie.
Okay, I don't know. It's getting to the point where I don't want to sit down and watch things.
Oh,
can
and I
let 'em
saw
play
Ni no
out.
Kuni, also anime. There's a lot of anime.
He's going full weeb.
There you go, everyone. God damn it. Go. There you go. There's Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, Resident Evil Vendetta, although that is technically also 3D anime. It's CG. It's a CG movie.
Bear guns.
Yeah.
Bear guns.
Oh, geez. Okay. The last 2 things I'd watched before that was The Old Guard, which I didn't hate, and now that I know it's going to get a sequel, I'm not completely against the idea. And Finch, but I didn't make it very far in Finch. Finch was all right with Robin. Was it Robin Williams? No. It was Forrest Gump.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. And it was that with his post-apocalyptic thing going. It was good right until they tried to turn it into a robot human buddy comedy. And I'm like, nope, I'm out. Can't deal with that.
Okay. I mean, we had a good robot buddy thing with like Almost Human, and they canceled it
Yeah.
with Bones and Bones and the Robot.
You know, a movie I didn't mind was Chappie.
Oh.
That was decent enough.
Don't trust Fox with sci-fi. Don't trust NBC with sci-fi, which also means don't trust the Sci-Fi Channel with sci-fi.
Battlestar, man. That
Dark matter.
Oh, if it's on NBC at this point, no. Because, like, the last chance I gave them was the Emerald City because they spent stupid money on that production. Like, there's no way. They've sunk so many millions into the actors, into the set design, into the CGI. One series, gone. Yeah, I don't watch anything on NBC anymore. I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Every time Netflix is like, do you want to watch Dark Matter? I just get sad.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so.
Yeah, because we almost had another Stargate. Almost. It was like this. It was the same team on the back end. They had hit their stride by the end of season 2. They were. It was consistently watchable. And yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm on board for people on a spaceship. Give me some people on a spaceship.
But then you run into the problem with like Netflix is like after you get past that second series, you're like, ooh, don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, because Netflix is just like, we will only give you like 2 seasons.
Well, Henry Cavill got out in front of Netflix. If you're wondering what all that was about, that was when he was like, oh yes, I 100% will sign up to do all 7
Witcher novels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done. That was him going, you're not blaming me if you drop this shit, Netflix. Don't even think about it.
Yep. I mean, if you think about it, Cavill's got a pretty sweet job. He gets to LARP as his favorite video game character for a living. That's pretty fucking sweet. They made him a villain for like 2 episodes, man.
That's Will Wheaton. I mean, Will Wheaton used to have like random... Okay, here's 2 things. Will Wheaton has a Twitch channel, by the way, which it's like, what? Where he would just sit and talk. Deadmau5.
Yeah.
DJ, admittedly, raise your hand. Have you ever listened to something produced by Deadmau5? I have not.
Not intentionally.
No, I would never be able to identify it. Nothing against it. It's just not necessarily my jam. But he streams on Twitch, and at some point, Twitch was like, Deadmau5. I'm like, that's the guy with the mouse helmet. So I follow him. I don't sub to him, but I follow him. And he popped up on a stream on the Thanksgiving. They do this thing in the States where it's, everything shut the fuck down. Like, I was streaming on Thursday. I'm like, man, I gotta do something. But he's got like 2 of his friends and they're just talking shit. And I mean, it was just a Discord call and they're just talking shit. And he was like, man, I want to like add the animations and shit to the stream and do all that. And one of his buddies was like, oh yeah, I know. I got, hang on. It's like, you want me to bring him in the call? He's like, what, right now? He's like, yeah. He comes in and Deadmau5 is like, yo, so how do, and the guy's like, well, I'm going to have to do a lot of back-end coding in this, and I'm going to add an AI chatbot. I don't know shit about Deadmau5 other than like he just does the DJ thing, and he's like, so like what do you mean by AI? Is it like glorified if statement? What's going on? Then this, like 5 minutes after that, Deadmau5 is talking over this guy's head. Just like, he's like, no, authentication. Then this transfers into dude's pulling up, writing his own like interface to Twitch from scratch. Like, I learned something about the Deadmau5 guy. He's a competent programmer.
All right.
I'd read something that he programmed all of his, like, the light shows in his concerts. That was, like, the one thing I knew about Deadmau5 is that he did all of the lighting and all of the effects and everything.
Yeah,
that was all
probably, because he was, like, sniffing fucking traffic to pull out, like, what's doing what through his IRC server that he's got some relay thing, kind of like we have set up on. And I came back 30 minutes later, I had some shit working. I'm like, huh, all right. So the guy could do that from scratch. Like, I would have went with Stream Elements, but
Ugh.
not invented here syndrome? What are you talking about?
Oh, having to like re-engineer everything instead of using Streamlabs or a pre-canned solution. It's that like, no, this doesn't meet our needs. We need to invest all the time in a bespoke solution when really we can just live with the inconvenience of like 1 or 2 missing features.
Well, the funny thing was during that time, because I don't have the whole picture from this, but then he was talking to one of his, because the other guy just got off the line after he realized he wasn't going to be able to charge him a couple $1,000s to add some.
Sales call, right?
Yeah, from the other guy who was going to add his AI chatbot. He was talking like about like Matbot or some pre-made shit, and that's what got him wound up. He was like, "Motherfucker, I can do this." And but no, he was talking about all the time and energy that he spent with one of his buddies to do mixer integration. He's like, "Yeah, we spent all the time setting up all the," and then they just cut it off. So fuck. I kind of wish Mixer had stuck around, because now it's just like Twitch. You do what the Twitch commands.
Microsoft started it, and then it's like, here you go, Facebook, you can have it, and it's dead.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Meta will resurrect it under like Meta Video.
We'll watch it with our virtual reality shoes.
Yep.
I want, if there's like customizable avatars, I want everyone to make Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh man, that would be creepy. Could you imagine jacking into the Matrix?
The Zuckerverse?
Like materializing in a room and then a bunch of people just turn around to look at you and it's all just fucking Mark Zuckerberg, but it's like even more dead fish-eyed Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. That's a fucking horror movie. That's like a... Yeah, that's some Lovecraftian shit there.
Where they're like, no, you got to turn up the uncanny valley. Why? Because it doesn't look real enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That looks too much like a person. Can't have that.
Right. My brain thinks that's a real human. That's all it's doing. It's like, oh yeah, there we go. That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, let's do some 8-Mil.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
What do you use the space gun for?
The what?
Your space gun on your couch.
Oh, it's not mine. It's the kids.
What do you use it for again?
Shooting balls.
Okay, I don't know. It just looked like a prop, so I didn't know if it was functional or what.
I mean, yeah, like it's not functional now because it takes like a battery pack that is packed in another box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
This thing opens up and you fill it with foam balls.
We didn't have that kind of technology back then. We had super soakers.
Yeah, I know. Jeez, I looked at some fucking super soakers. They've definitely kitted them out. There's some RGB bullshit now. YOLO swag. YOLO soak.
This is one of the things I'm trying to get right now to make an RGB joke is a real audiophile sound card. Just so I can, but I don't, can you get, how much are the RGB fucking sound cards they released? I gotta look that up.
Yeah, that's a to Amazon question.
Yeah, they look exactly like you would expect an audiophile. So this is like the difference comparison I want to make. You know, they blink and shit, and they got shit hanging off of them. Like, yeah, that makes it sound better.
All right, the Sound Blaster X8E5 apparently squeaky says when of these fucker right not on a Mac today. Fuck. This is my fucking curse. Switching between control and super. And if I change it on Mac to like go the other way, I'm just gonna be fucked if I ever need to use the laptop keyboard.
384. What?
That's Canadian.
No. I'm looking at the killer. That might as well be 11 billion. Nothing is in that resolution. All right. Whatever.
Well, you asked.
Thank you. Thank you. RGB Aurora lighting system. Oh man, that really adds to the tone.
Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer.
Okay. We are good. Recording start. That's good. In 3, 2.
It's the end. Chances are you've probably enjoyed at least a little bit of this.
I don't know,
If
man.
not,
I wasn't
did you
enjoying
make it all the way here?
That's trying to make you squeaky, and I wasn't having a good time because I was flying through different plugins. like, please don't crash. Please don't crash.
Yeah, no, it is. We managed to get through this without any major fire, so that's always nice to see. I probably jinxed it at this point, but hey, if you'd like to let us know of something that you noticed that we done goofed or that you vehemently disagree with, please head on over to linuxgamecast.com, click the contact button, and fill out the form. There are some caveats at the top you might want to read if you're a game developer, or if you're trying to send us some URLs for us to look at. Don't put them in the thing because the spam golem's gonna go, nope.
I've been meaning to ask you, do you get the early keys from whatever it is to like, hey, here's a free key, go stream our video game?
Occasionally,
PR or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
This is not Stride. This is not Stride. This is like some other service that is like latched onto the show thing. That's where I was showing you, what was it, like Car Detail Simulator?
What?
Oh.
Jeez.
I didn't get one for Car Detail Simulator,
These
that's a
things are
different
coming out,
service.
and they're
then.
like 2 weeks before the game's released. They're like, hey, if you want, nah, I'm good.
Wait. Like, does it just simulates the details of a car, or are you like cleaning?
You're cleaning a fucking car, man.
Yeah,
This is
it's
All
car
right.
cleaning simulator.
You
Yes.
take
All
a
right,
power
all right.
wash into the
I just
interior.
needed to clarify for my sake.
Also, I'd very much appreciate it if you have a question on like something I've done like with OBS or especially with the audio stuff. This is a good time to use the comments section of the YouTube video so I can put 2 and 13 together, like sending like a detailed paragraph thing of like, this is what I'm trying. And the guy,
Probably a better option would be like hitting up the video on Patreon too.
you could do that. But
Yes.
that doesn't really work in the email. There you go. Tell me about long YouTube comments, Pedro.
Oh, Pedro.
Ha.
Oh yeah. This one was big. It's been severely trimmed down for the sake of the show, but yeah, the original one was. Yeah, it was on last week's episode that we addressed the fact that Star Citizen has now added EAC support. And Jur M had something to say about it. Well, he had a lot of things to say about it. I.M.O. Small backer of Star Citizen, not smart. The game is fine. It's purely the cheaters causing the havoc. Once they have a system in place and unauthorized access is gone. I've sat there for 8 months seeing what the issue is. There is no question it's hack tools at play. And apparently, a Star Citizen, despite it not being officially out yet and being in development for the past 10 years, has a lot of people cheating in it because it is a multiplayer game where you have or will
Currency.
have at some point in the future.
I guess
Yes.
it's also really easy to write cheats when like the game is unfinished and everything
yeah.
is exploitable.
But
And the thing about anti-cheat, and this is the point where I do need to get on the soapbox a little bit. Anti-cheat is a
Can
problem
you raise them
of
up a little bit,
anti-cheat or cheating is a problem with the game itself. It's if you want to run anti-cheat on your server. Everyone's already connecting to your server anyway to get to things. Fair enough. Everyone's already connecting to your server to play the game, so you can do the anti-cheat on your end. You don't need something running at kernel level on your client's machines. Stop making it the responsibility of the legitimate players who are giving you money to get fucked by a very intrusive anti-cheat system.
easy anti-cheat's not very intrusive.
It's
pretty intrusive.
Not really, because it's wholly
it popped
ineffective. I mean,
It popped up a window that one time.
yeah, it's just a little teddy bear.
That's the thing. The anti-cheat doesn't really stop people who want to cheat. The malicious actors will always find a way to cheat. The only people that anti-cheat is hurting at this point are people on Linux, legitimate players who want to play a game. That's it. That's the only people that it's affecting.
There are a bunch of filthy terminal
so
users.
Pedro's
So
solution to the cheating problem is just wide open.
Just ignore
No,
it.
my solution to the cheating problem is the anti-cheat should be run on the server, not on the client. It's the game dev's responsibility to basically
because
make
it's
their
not like
game.
input to a server can be spoofed at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
Yeah, and if you detect that spoofing, or if you detect an account is acting maliciously, the anti-cheat should detect that and handle that at server level.
Hang on, can I ask you a serious question, though? Can I get a blue teddy bear?
You can get as many teddy bears as you like.
All right.
Blue, pink, yellow.
It's got to be blue. I draw my anti-cheat line at blue.
Any particular shade of blue, or just any blue will do?
Kind of a lighter tone, you know. My
But
feel
yeah,
like
no,
like a sky
the whole
blue?
anti-cheat thing, it kind of irks me, and especially because it keeps shafting people rather than the developers who created a shoddy game in the first place that's easy to cheat on.
how about we say the saving grace?
oh,
How about this? When we start counting up all the games that you're utilizing EAC and BattleEye, there's not a lot.
No, but it is
No.
stuff we do want to play. Like Back for Blood.
Yeah, unfortunately,
There's one.
those are some popular games, multiplayer games. Go figure.
Yeah.
So there's
Oh,
that
and
one thing.
Vermintide too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys wanted to play that. Here's one of the things that, like with Star Citizen, I was thinking about this when I was tourniqueting it. Star Citizen is going to be one of those games that when it goes gold, no one's going to want to fuck with it because you're dealing with motherfuckers that have been playing it for 10 years.
Oh yeah, they're going to be the real pros.
Well, yeah. Well, like, oh, day one. Oh, look, the entire population's been here for a decade.
Is it just going to be that one naked dude from that episode of South Park in Warcraft just running around ganking noobs?
Probably.
Except it's just going to be a spaceship with like that spray painted on top.
Well, I don't like reading about myself, Jordan.
You don't, so I will read for you. This is about Mr. Hands from Mr. Buppet. They say, Mr. Stone, do you know a gaming mouse that's good for large hands? This is for a Xonotic player, Mutagen, who has very large hands that he can no longer adapt to regular mice. His fingers drag along the running, or his fingers drag alongside ruining his name. At 90 years of age, he could use some help. I'd like to know your, I know you like your Elecom huge trackball. If you have also found a mouse for big and tall men, I'd like to pass that along. Thanks. Ugh.
I have,
Big mouse.
this is my gaming mouse. And here's the handy thing about it. All right. Now, even the huge is, but I mean, it kind of fits, you know? It's not like I can just, I have to search for it. And these are cheap too. This is my second one. They're about $50 a piece. Check this out. These have an added benefit because when you're getting wrecked in first person shooters, you're like, sorry guys, I'm on a trackball. And people,
It comes with the excuse built in.
dude, and people are like, fuck, you're playing that on a trackball? I'm like, I know, right? You're like, well, you're doing pretty good, little buddy. I'm like, thanks. Pew, pew, pew. No, as far as like large, I don't know. They make a gaming version of this, like all jokes aside. They make the huge, it's not quite as huge, but yeah, I mean, there's not a clean solution to that. The floor is open to suggestions, Jordan.
I have not super huge hands, but I am a fan of the Logitech G50 whatever series. I find that you can adjust the weight. I usually just max out the weights in them so they feel nice and weighty in the hand. They got that unlockable scroll wheel, which will just completely ruin your life because you won't be unable to adapt to other mice that lack it. But yeah, it's relatively comfortable. I don't know. You could also maybe look at getting one of those like horizontal mice.
That's
or
what I was
the vertical
thinking,
mice. Yeah. The ones that you use with your fist. Yeah. That might actually work for you. Those are also a lot more ergonomic. So maybe if you're having some like
Yeah,
problems as well.
there's a whole range of ergonomic mice. The vertical ones or the big hand shoe ones, because those are designed specifically to keep your hands off of the table. And I know some people where I work who have specifically requested those because it basically leaves your hand in one position and you just move your arm to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I do have another option that I will bring up. I can't vouch for them, but I do want to get one at some point, is getting a 3D mouse.
Which, like a Leap Motion?
No, like one of these.
Oh.
These are not cheap.
With a knob.
Yeah. Trust me, they get wickedly more expensive after this one, but 283 and Connexion, they've been around for a long time making these things, and it's just you can turn it, wiggle it, move it forward, back, so it's more of a joystick, but I mean, it's designed for desktop use.
And that is the prop, that is what they use as a prop for the controls in the Expanse. I just realized that.
Yeah. These have definitely shown up on I brought that up first time I watched Expanse. I was like, did you know? Which I'm sure you already did, but yeah, I was kind of new to it. So something like that I would look into, or, if you want to control the Enterprise, they have crazier ones with LCD touch screens on it that he could program to like run macros and, snipe all units. Yeah. Don't get any ideas, Pedro.
No. I am fairly happy with the Logitech G903. 903, yeah.
Yeah.
My hand, again, my left hand is not the biggest or anything, but this one is comfy enough for me, so yeah.
But you know we can crowdsource this too. LGC viewing audience, if you have large hands or a large mouse that you want to plug, maybe send us some hate mail.
There you go.
There, maybe what's his name? I completely forgot it. Mutagen will be able to play Xonotic once more.
All right. On that handy tip, we got to bounce out of here. Hey, if you want to get hold of me, I'm just at Vinstone on Twitter. I'm doing things there. I post there. I retweet, and sometimes I read. Holy fuck, I get so many notifications off of that. I should have put that screenshot up. Go find out what I'm talking about. We do have a Mastodon, mass.linuxgamecast.com. I do post things there, usually about Klingon justice. So, yeah.
I'm Jordan Svung. I'm the Wesley Crusher of the podcast. You can follow me on Twitter.
Where's your
at the Burning Fool? Yes, exactly. Or follow me on Twitch when I stream occasionally. Twitch.tv/Burning Fool. Not the Burning Fool, just Burning Fool.
There was some discussion about that, and contrary to what this episode might have inclined, I don't actually hate Linus Tech Tips. I occasionally watch his stuff, and some of the points that he brought up in the two episodes that he's released thus far were relevant. Watch the Wednesday show for last week if you'd like to know which ones specifically. But yeah, it is... if you'd like to tell me otherwise, or that I'm a terrible person because I'm calling out specific things that he's saying,
so
at Unaccounted For on Twitter. Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are the Tech Tips. Until next week.
Is that the backing band?
I don't know.
The Tech Tips?
Have some credits.
Yeah, buddy. Man, I've had some obnoxiously chewy stuff. That's it's like an eat more bar.
Yeah, that's
up in
the
here.
reason I don't like the obnoxiously chewy
chew
candy.
On this nonsense, we got to thank our patrons, our executive producer, or our advisors, Omegas and Artheron, our executive producers, the things not returning. Aldius, Barbara, got the show, Mr. Foxlock, Atomic Sass, Mike G, Mike T, Empty Drummer, and Kohaku.
Darkwing and Abstraction bringing up the Chicago kicks ass, along with the sea monsters like Jack B, Renault L, Ryder X Machina, Truggy, Versinuda, Justin Frost Klein, Strider.
And Death Notes, Nova, Basil, Chad, Romeo, Marson, System T, Craig, Renee, Leonardo, DeCresney, Kim, Smashley G, Chris, Stephen Jill, Benjamin, Doom 2.Wad, Stephen, Dirty Dean, Beck, oh god, Game Motron, and Dodger.
And a shitload of cheerleaders.
Look at them.
Of course, they include Jim,
Monica,
and
Alex,
Pebble.
Pebble,
Yes.
Oil Hope, AJ, -9, Stevie, Frazo. Look at these fuckers.
And the
These
fuckos.
fine, upstanding
Mike,
cannibals.
Artherin, Linux Nuru, Aldius, Noctilus, John, Eshep, and Gametron.
Well, kids, that's going to do it for this delightful train wreck. And just remember, there's no Tron, like Voltron.
No, there's no Tron.
2K
That movie never
Voltron.
existed. Never existed. You imagined it.
And click. Hi, kids.
That NVIDIA control panel really
Are you ready
needs
to set some
redoing.
shit on fire?
So you're up to speed from our conversation last week. I see.
See, this is the problem, man. I can't, you can't get away with the children's programming that I want to do a pilot of. The Pyromaniac puppets, yeah.
Bringing back Very Bible, a little bit of a hard sell for PBS.
Yeah, LGC Kids, man. No, we could put it on the History Channel after hours.
Yeah, it's the only children's programming you have to watch at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That would be a show Adult Swim would be like, nope.
And the racist sock puppets.
Hey everyone, we are going to play some Trackmania.
Attempt to.
But not like regular boring racing Trackmania. We got some fun little puzzle maps.
Puzzle maps.
Yeah. Oh dude, I got entire RPG maps. Welcome to Trackmania, bitch.
I'm so confused. Proton Experimental?
Proton Experimental, you'll probably need to create your NATO account if you haven't done that yet.
I have not. There it is. Force the use of...
I think I lowered the volume last time, so let's just do a quick launchy launch.
Oh my god, I followed the instructions from the Ubuntu how to game thing, and now I have Proton.
Oh.
Gaming on Linux. Alright. Do I want the stadium or the launcher? Oh, I gotta copy the key. Alright. We're doing one of those.
I don't think it got to, but yeah.
It popped it up.
It's always, yeah, it's a safety. Like,
sign up.
Speaking of which, I need to... SSH enter the server.
Password. I'm in North America, Canada, blah.
I need beer. I will go get beer and I'll be right back.
Seems legit.
I don't want to receive mail about many of. Don't click the box. Okay.
Damn it.
They did the reverse. You got to opt into the mailing list, not opt out.
Monsters.
I accept Ubi's terms and conditions, privacy policy. Enter my age. Fuck, how old am I? This was just my birthday too. Jesus Christ. It's 2021. So, okay, I'm 32.
October 31st.
Gapus.
We're going to pop over to the after shows and everyone in live if you'd like to come listen or even talk. You can cut your mic on. And we'll be over there.
All right. Now let's make this into a window. Enter a key.
Oh, did it not connect the thing? Hang on. Oh.
We didn't do that last week. Oh, it did. I just don't have it synced up.
Moment. So, rather theoretically, if I go... So that is working. Give me a second.
Advanced.
Let's do that. Let's click that. We go to other, then we go to guest, cleverly disguised under guest.
What?
Then I go to the foldback send for guest, and you guessed it. We set the output to guest. Now they're making noise, so let me cut them. Wait.
They are. They
I think
is.
we're making news.
Yeah, they're
There
making
we go.
noise.
Lies,
All right.
blasphemy.
All the noise.
There we go. All the noises. Including I was trying to die.
The noise.
Come on, feel the noise.
Girls rock your boys.
I don't need more 80s shit stuck in my head. Fuck off.
Yes, you do.
No, don't. See, I made the joke when I saw the guy who had the homemade bagpipes with
Yeah.
a glove, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is what it's like when doves melt.
Yeah.
Which, of course, had that in my head all this afternoon, and I don't know anything but the refrain. And maybe some hummy parts, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay, so I need to go into the Mania directory.
The mania directory. We gotta go to the manic directory before we go to the depressive directory.
You know, here's one thing I'll say about the PS4 controller. This motherfucker syncs. Like the Xbox One SX thing, sometimes it syncs, sometimes it will sync, but it'll be a minute and a half later before it
Yep.
puts a ring on it.
Doesn't take more than a minute, but sometimes the DualShock 4, it'll sit there for 20 seconds thinking, it's like, gonna connect? Hello.
This thing, I go boop. Done.
All right, Alan. Enough.
So I'm gonna have to get everything shut up. Start.
Oxford is putting the progeny to bed, apparently.
Yep. I misread that word there, and I'm not saying what I thought it was.
Ah.
We're not having any more of that.
No tucking in your titties. you know, you do a little bit of that and a little bit of that, and they're tucked in.
No,
Good to go.
no.
All right, so that should have picked up. All right, give me a second. Pedro, could you change it to like just
Trackmania.
after shows and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
or something.
Astromania.
Trackmania 2. Gotta be
Track Media Server, Google Docs, Steam Keys, Mania Planet. There we go. There we go.
What's that?
As technology to track
Trackmania Bladder?
media.
What?
Stadium.
Someone said bladder then?
Yeah, Sunset Bladder. That's what I said.
Okay, fair enough. Just making sure. Just
All
making
right.
sure.
I wanted to clear everything up now.
Yeah. Nah.
There we go.
Okay, now this is going to be the fun thing because I got this thing spooled up on Jet6, so
If Jitsi drops, then
well,
No,
if
why?
Jet6 has got enough HP sauce to run it.
Actual Hewlett Packard sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, how many engineers I had to murder to get that?
Yeah, the
I would love
ratio
some
of
HP sauce
like
right
engineer to sauce, you gotta cram a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
them in
not
the sauce
good,
machine.
man. It's not an efficient way. You ever tried to
It's-
milk
it's
anything?
like-
Last HP
3
sauce.
liters
Yeah.
of sauce at most, like
fight you the entire
Imperial
time.
scum gallon.
No, it's like almond milk, right? Like each almond has like 0.001 milliliters of almond milk in it.
Oh, yeah. See, when I encounter something like it's almond milk, get the fuck out of here with it.
Yeah, get out of it.
That's almond water.
Yeah, that's just crushed almonds.
I have nothing against almond milk or soy milk,
Pressed.
but I mean, yeah.
Apparently,
I
soy
mean,
milk works really well as a creamer, so Nori tells me, because I tried soy milk. It's like, this does not taste very good.
I use
Soy milk
I
tastes
just
like
use
grass.
I just use the 35% whipping cream for coffee. It's really good.
I just use milk.
Milk, see, adding milk to coffee is basically just like watering it down. There's no point.
Well,
Full fat milk.
depends. It's full fat milk, yes.
No, I
All
add a
right.
little milk or a little.
There are
beef in my milk.
I've seen people add skim milk to coffee, and it's like,
Oh God, no, no.
Yes,
no,
that is
no.
watering it.
Oh, that is watering it down. I like my.
I still
like
have
good old lead in my
like this
coffee.
thing
Thank
of
you.
a coffee make
I'm not a coffee.
non-dairy pumpkin spice bullshit. A friend of mine left
Okay.
over, and I've not made much leeway into that. It's not very good. I don't. It's not my thing, man. Okay, so here's a fair warning. I'm going to start the server, and we'll see if this one chokes.
Well, I found a server that has Thrill House in it. There it is.
We're connecting, identifying.
do I gotta look for Thrill House?
No. This will come up as Linux Gamecast.
Yeah.
Okay, everything's loaded, so we should be able to go to online play.
Do you still have those tracks where it took
No.
us forever? All right. Good.
I was thinking about you.
Well, yeah, I'm about 3/4 of the way through a bottle right now, so
Yeah.
might be a bit harder.
So what's not a check sync game audio menu planet playback?
Where's Linux Neuro? How's that bottle of gin doing?
Oh dear. Jeez, I haven't drank gin in a long time. Last time I did was with my mum. Well, watching, I think it was Interstellar at the time.
Last time I had gin was last Linux Gamecast. I made a cocktail out of it.
I just have straight up gin. I don't make cocktails.
There it is.
All right, so we're in. All right, so let's try Linux. And there,
Oh, there
it
we go.
is.
Ass Slut is now playing on Linux
There it
Gamecast.
is.
Can I just... All right.
There it is.
All right. Multiplayer...
Now I need
That's it.
audio to come in.
Oh, still got your Hello Kitty car. That's nice.
Yeah, I do.
Is it... Yeah, that's fine. Show me your weird online penises, people. Is there... I gotta ask ahead. Oh, there's controller support. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right.
There is. Yeah.
What's Rohit
There's a
trying to
Rohit.
Oh, it was thirsty.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I can do this.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't even know what I'm doing. Is this like
There's a lot of
deathmatch?
that going on.
Oh, I'm underwater now.
Ah!
I can still go underwater,
Points.
apparently.
Yes, you can, but you can't get out.
Yeah, no, I
I'm stuck
botched
on the
that
road.
jump.
I smashed into it. I just
What?
powered my way
Hang
over
on.
it, man.
What's going on here? Is this?
All right,
What is it?
I got fourth.
So each
this
map
not
is set
time
to,
attack, it's
I think
just-
I set it to 50 points. Quit your whinging and
It's
play,
not
Michael.
time attack. What?
Oh, we're actually supposed to be on the track. Okay.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh,
After
boom.
start.
There's like
Like
fucking
so.
half pipes and shit here, right? Like I don't. We.
Alright.
And around the thing. Dodge the chicanery.
Such chicanery. Yes!
And over to the thing. There we go.
Finished it finally.
Hey. Hey.
Gotta get to 50 points. Oh boy.
Basically, you just gotta win 2 more.
Alright. Around the thing.
Ah, hello, Walt.
Mind a wall. I did not mind a wall there.
Ah!
Oh, first one.
Nope, it
yeah.
won't let me through. Gotta jump on it.
Ah, damn it. I got knocked off the
I
track.
finished in 4th.
Oh, I'm in third now. Nice.
All right, I hate this game. I've decided. I was promised puzzle games and role-playing games, and there's none of this shit
This is
here.
a puzzle.
This is the puzzle.
You got to get from point A to point B, and it's not a boring straight line.
Not straightforward, no.
You got to suss it
Okay.
out.
All right.
Physics into the equation. Ow.
Oh, no steering. Okay, I thought that was freewheeling.
Oh.
Apparently we're not going this way.
Hey, you made it. I'm gonna fuck this up. No, I'm not. Yeah.
Boom. Well,
Yeah, no,
Jordan.
I did not realize that we were doing the arch. Okay.
Oh, that was you that went airborne to the left?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's him. That was him. Flying off into the never. Hold on.
See, this one's unique because it locks your wheels, like, right there, so you gotta be going through that correctly. Then you gotta go up the arch without falling off.
I'm fucked. I am just in the wrong direction now.
Alright, that's fine.
I'm upside down.
I give up.
This is all about fuckery. As Rohit says, fuck. These are short, though.
Alright.
All I have to do is win one more time.
Get back here, kitty.
Wee!
Oh, come on,
Wee!
I finished that one at least. There's one.
I'm just gonna flail around.
I'm a finalist.
Yeah, well, that's what
What
I
the
do.
fuck does
It
that
happens
mean?
to work sometimes.
Don't know.
Ah! Well, I'm not gonna final that one. 5th place. Look at all these kids going up the arch. Yeah!
Fetus, the fetus.
4th.
Is there a boost or something that I just don't know about, or is it just accelerated?
No.
No, there's no boost.
It's all about physics and finding your
Square is gas and X is not gas. These are the two buttons to play the game.
Okay, I see how this is.
Ah!
Oh, Job pegged in at the post there.
God damn it. So what do we got, like 1v1 each other? Or is it, no, it's not going to change. I have no
I
idea.
think so.
I don't know.
This is cut, not time attack. So we have no idea.
No, this is...
I
Pinkie
I
Pie's
still have no
here,
idea.
yeah.
Just try to stay on the track and get to the end.
Yeah.
Or
Pretty much.
air quotes around track.
Where's the track? Okay, I see.
Yeah! And bye. I had a good run.
What the? Oh, God damn it.
That's just water.
Jordan's on the grass.
Yeah, somehow I made it. Now I just need to find out where the fuck I'm going.
And not on the grass.
Not on the grass.
Yeah,
What's
no,
the
it's
point?
still up there.
Yeah.
It's still up there. You gotta go across the thing. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, and you have to hit checkpoints or else you just lose. Got it.
yeah.
All right, I'm
Well,
starting
Mr. White
to
finished.
slowly
Somehow.
understand
Yep.
what the fuck is happening.
Helen finish.
Okay,
This is this,
let's see if I can do this without falling on the grass this time.
I flipped.
Yeah.
Bounce.
There's no unflip, is there?
You got to
Nah.
drive over the blimp, then you got to drive around the second blimp.
Around the other one. Yep.
Yep.
Also, there's a horn.
Honk.
Yeah. there's a booster pad.
No,
Oh,
no,
hell yeah.
no.
Boom.
There's the jumpy jump.
Oh, that was close. So close.
Nah.
No. Alright.
Wiener.
What's going on? What happened?
Added
You what?
in.
Oh, do you guys gotta play now? All right.
Oh,
Jump, Pedro.
No.
Bones.
Wee
jumped.
splat.
I'm thinking this is the first I've ever encountered those bouncy things.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna spit
No way.
All right, let's see.
So Ben's in first, Pedro's in second.
Come on,
now
row
Fox in
ahead.
third.
What's
Look
the
at this.
what,
Look
what's the
right.
swap?
Jump. Roy got second.
Yeah, Rohit got second. Okay, Mr. Alert.
Foxy and Mr. Alert are finalists.
I have no idea what it's doing at this point.
Neither do I.
Like I just
Cool.
put it in chase mode and said go for it.
Oh god, where do we go?
Flying off the map into the grass. Oh,
I'm not playing.
yeah, we got the points. I got to change that then, right?
Right.
It just put
There
back
was
on time attack.
what did I find last
No,
time?
that
Where
is
was
it.
the call vote? There we go.
Call vote.
Change mode settings.
Oh, we just got to increase the points. Is what we did.
Yes.
Manage
Points
server.
limit 500.
Call vote.
5,000.
Call vote. Change
I
mode settings.
voted to increase. Yeah, I voted to increase the.
Okay, how do I vote?
F1.
It says at the top.
I can't read it. I got overlays and shit. God damn, I asked a simple
F1.
question. Thank you.
F1. Alt F4.
Winner!
Hey, now I can play.
Yes.
God damn it, I have no idea what's going on.
All right.
I'm guessing I'm gonna stick on the tarmac track thing. Oh, hello,
Oh,
grass.
that's where the turn in was.
Okay.
Right.
Row hit.
Whee!
Wow.
3D glasses settings.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got the 3D glasses.
That'll be interesting.
Okay, let's see if I can just get to the other end of this map, and I'll call it even.
Yes.
Did I do it? Yes,
Alan,
kind of.
can you do it?
Technically, maybe.
You
Fuck,
got
no, I
up the
didn't.
ramp.
I
He's on
fucked
the
up.
other ramp. Is he gonna fly? Oh, he made the. No, he went flying. Everyone did.
I'm a sad kitty.
All right. All right. Let's see how this one goes.
Okay.
It's some tight turns.
No,
Foxy's toast.
Damn it.
Yeah, Pedro.
Come on.
Pedro's toast.
You got this.
Alan's trying. Rohit.
Meow means wow. Come on, motherfucker.
I can't even finish one of these.
Me either. And the problem is in the scale of fuckiness, this is like a 2.
Yeah, no, this isn't even
nothing.
God, how?
particularly the fuckiest or anything. Hey, I finished one.
I'm stuck in the map.
Why is Pedro
Hey, on
Jewish?
my screen, Pedro's driving the Australian flag.
Am I Jewish?
I don't know.
Yeah.
This is why I went to the workshop and picked out a car.
Yeah, I went to the workshop and picked out a car. It's a Tron car.
I've got Pinkie Pie.
I might not have it set to download, or you might not have yours set to upload.
It's
set
got
to
way
upload.
too many
Yeah. Now
triangles or
Pedro is
voxels
green.
or whatever the limitation is.
Oh,
All right. Well,
Yeah, so it can't be shared in multiplayer.
All right. Checkpoint.
God damn it, I'm out.
A drop. There's a drop. And up. Another checkpoint. All right. Pedro seems to have it in hand. Rohit, he's neck and neck with Rohit.
Yep.
Oh, but they missed. But they missed.
All right.
Oh yeah. Jeez, calm down just because I can finish a lap. Don't fuck it up this time. Yay!
Oh, I did.
All right.
Thanks for looking out for me, man.
It really likes these blind corners.
Oh yes. Oh man, like
This one is just Trackmania. This one is just a Trackmania track.
this one's pretty basic. There's one that's like a 70-layer tower that you have to climb up.
Oh, Jesus.
Not in this map pack, but that's like the current one the kids are playing right now. It's not too bad. It takes like 16 minutes. Unless you fall off once, then you pretty much always end up at the bottom again.
Right, let's see how Foxy does.
Hello, Wall.
He's trying. He's gonna flail.
Yeah.
Overtakes
That's all
Ven.
my speed. Maybe I get third.
Oh, he's in. Foxy's in first. All right. Ben and Pedro up at the rear.
Very close on the front there.
Boo. So how does it know? Oh, 5 out of 6. We do 6 races. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rohit's been in the lead so far. Let's see how he does it.
Yeah, this he's pretty good at this one, man. I've had my map. I've said my piece. God damn it, I'm out.
Oops.
I lost too much speed on the wiggles after the landing.
Like a slow motion race.
All right. Foxy's crawling up.
See, the only thing that'll mess you up in this game if you like try to get serious with this amount of like bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, some people do.
Oh,
some
they
people,
do.
this is like
They're very
their
unhappy
game.
people.
Yeah.
Nope. Not this time.
Wiggle.
Yeah, I got
Wiggle.
speed.
Rohit's in the
speed.
lead. All right. Let's see. Foxy's in fourth.
Third.
Ooh. Just beat Mr. Alert.
Still didn't get on the board. Damn it.
He nearly
It's
did,
kind of
but
like
I'm-
that's a direct consequence of DNFing the
Flailing
map 3
around.
times. Yeah. This isn't fair. Where's my participation trophy?
Oh god,
Oh, this one looks
that's the finish line.
Sweet.
That's going to take a precision jump.
I didn't even pay attention. God damn it.
Well,
Neither did I.
welcome back to Trial and Error Cast.
The first couple of laps, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just try to fill this map out. That looks like some bullshit. All right. It's nice to
There's the
somebody.
big hole and the pole.
Okay.
A hole,
How's this
in the
jump?
pole.
Not too
All
bad.
right. Oh, Rohit took the low road. All right.
So far, so good.
Oh shit, dirt. Get. Yeah. You felt some dirt too. Bye.
Smash.
Oh, come on.
All right, round 2.
At least
Everyone remember that? Good.
you know what we're up against now.
Wee. Yeah, that other one's a trap.
There we
Like
go.
so.
All right. That's a little bit more of an even race.
Ken has points.
I didn't. I was doing donuts on the grass.
See, that's the stretch. Just get out there and explore the map.
Yep. Once you know everywhere not to go, the path becomes clear.
Good.
So is there an advantage to taking Route B?
Doesn't look like it.
Not that I've seen. Fuck!
Bye.
I hit the wall.
I'm stuck.
Oh wow! That
I
cost
still
you 2
finished, but I hit
places.
the wall.
Bugger.
I'm going to take Route B, and I'm probably going to go flying into the stratosphere.
Maybe.
I'm
Or
just
that,
curious
that,
at this point.
that might be the sauce. You never know. It might fling you in the right direction
So
at the finish line.
I go this way. No, bye.
There's no.
What the
You
hell?
lose way too much speed. There's no
Okay.
way.
Hey, man. I don't tell you how to wreck.
Smash!
Hey, I finished.
I'm going the wrong way. Fuck it.
Oh god damn it! I pressed
Right.
reset.
Now it's just about finishing in first place.
Sounds
To
like
get
a
more points.
horrible idea. No, I will.
Oh, Rohit.
8 shit.
Well, you won.
Still got seconds.
Yep.
There was someone in front of me for a second, and then they hit the wall.
Yeah, that wall, man, is talking shit.
It is a hateful wall.
I had to learn to respect authority.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, what the
There's
fuck?
the start and the finish, but I didn't get a look at the in between.
There's some jackknifing you're gonna have to do. Good luck.
We wait till the loop-de-loop show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we've driven on blimps. I mean,
Yes.
God damn it, what's this? Fuck.
Wee.
Oh, this is fuckery. Right on.
Yeah. Stay on the gray, baby. Stay on the gray.
Where are we going now?
Just,
That was not the way.
Not down.
Do you know do
okay. Oh, I see. You gotta turn left.
Oh,
right.
wait.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
Down to Alan.
Well,
Well, Alan, no.
Ellen, nope.
you had to stop. You had
So
to,
thirsty.
oh.
Rohit's got it.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Skate burb.
hey.
Yeah,
Well done,
Rohit's
Rohit.
got it.
All right. All right.
Waiting for 45 seconds seems to have helped.
Watching everyone else fail and then learning from their mistakes.
Yes.
Yep. Don't kill me
Way to do
out
it.
of the gate. Yay.
Wee. Into the vagina.
All right. Learn from their mistakes.
Slow and steady.
Oh, come on, brakes.
There we go.
Fuck.
Nope. Need to fix the angle on that
A
one.
little bit. Huh.
All right, let's creep on Pedro now. All right, I'm watching.
Oh, you can do that. All right. I have a completely new way of killing myself next.
Fantastic.
Look at Pedro.
All right, look at Pedro
Over the castle.
finishing the level.
Yep.
All right, that's boring. I can't shit talk that. Let's go to Foxy.
Okay. Here's a very interesting strat I want to try to apply. Buckles yours.
Can't grind Foxy. Can't grind.
Oh, go down here. Do donuts.
I fell.
Did you pick New Zealand on purpose, or is the game just trolling you on that end?
It assigns random skins to the cards.
I don't know.
Yeah, it says New Zealand on it.
Yeah, I didn't pick New Zealand. No.
All right, the game's trolling you. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
And
Okay.
That's how Babby
Good
formed.
enough.
All right, let's see Alan. All right, he actually knows
might
how
have
to play
cocked that
video
up.
games
Okay.
good. So
Get,
will he make
Pedro's
it?
got
He does. Oh, yep, just behind Pedro.
Blink. All right. So on the jump, you gotta aim for the corner, and you'll be basically. Oh, it's over. Okay.
Next
That's over. Now there are blips. And apparently those spires
Okay,
from Mass
there's two
Effects,
finish lines. I saw that.
We got the Reapers to worry about.
We question mark.
Yeah. All right. At the checkpoint.
No.
No, you don't. Maybe.
No grip. Why is the no grip right there at the end?
to fuck you up. That's why. Clearly. I think I'm beginning to understand what the fuck this game is. It's starting to click.
It's mean.
Yes.
Yes. There's some
It is-
false hope programmed into these maps.
Yeah. Spite.
Kinda, yeah.
This
Accurate.
is just like a piece of software written by cruel people. Whoop, nope, over the lip. Oh, wow, that fucked
I saw
everyone
some
up.
people going flying.
Everyone was flying.
Hey, man.
Right at the end.
I just
God
want to
damn
get one. If I can get one,
See, like, this looks procedurally generated, but it's not.
It is.
No, it's
This
not.
was specifically crafted.
handcrafted bullshit. Give me. Fuck. Whatevs.
Whee! It's a real race to the castle. Who gets to the castle first wins.
I like the fan theory that Mario died in the Jumpman game, and now he's just trapped in hell, having to relive Princess Peach.
With increasing fuckery added.
Yeah, it just gets darker and
Yeah.
darker every.
Let me out.
All right, wee.
That was in fourth. Wow.
Give me. Yes. Don't care. Still had sex. Even though Pedro's getting wrecked by Rohit.
Yes, we're trading places.
Is shit gonna
Wrecked.
get real? Talk row shit, get row hit.
Oh, who went blind?
Calls yours. Yeah, that's a
Rohit.
solid fourth place.
Rohit didn't even finish.
No, he went
He was too
blind,
busy
sorry.
laughing.
Yeah.
173. So
Oh, he
Okay,
can
so
type.
don't go on the half pipe. Okay.
what? God
I
damn
mean,
it!
you have to go on that one.
Huh?
Okay, that one I saw.
Never mind.
Whee!
Oh shit, I missed that.
All right, Foxy, can you do it? Whee, spot.
Oh, made
Yeah,
it.
you made it. You made it. Oh, all right. Him and Alan. All right, checkpoint.
Oop.
All right, second place.
Chad has got a pretty car.
Oh! It's so. I see how
Loop-de-loop.
this be now.
Now what? Oh, you gotta
Well,
land.
There's the finish line. There's a
Yeah,
the circle
you
is
gotta do a
finish line, right?
flip and land that shit.
Yeah, Foxy got fucked. Damn. All right,
Come
you
on.
can do it. I believe. Yes, you did it, Ben. Good job.
Yay.
Good job.
yes, that is a finish line up there. Okay, cool. I'll take it.
Do a flip. Nobody did.
Oh, come on, Joe. Why aren't you
I'm
doing
more
it?
impressed that somebody made it through it without tripping a checkpoint. That's kind of hardcore.
All
I'm upside down.
little bit.
And I'm off the track.
Whee! All right. Then Foxy and Alan. All you got, slow and steady. All you got to do is wait for them to fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeetus the fetus.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a checkpoint here? I don't think so. I think we can cheat.
No, there's no checkpoint. It's checkpoint down here.
Well,
but
there's
that's
one
it.
checkpoint in the middle of the track, right here.
That's it.
This one.
Oh. Alan hit a wall.
I just love seeing them come back.
Is there a way to guarantee a flip, or is it just praise RNGesus? Jesus?
See, the thing is, there's so many like bullshit wall hacks and stuff in this game. Like
Maybe
that.
you're not supposed. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
That's why it's always good to like sniff for checkpoints, because there's usually at least one crazy shortcut built in.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it helped me in any fucking way, but
Nope.
I did my mad hacks.
All right.
Oh, is that the
Next.
end? Okay.
Yeah, they're like, no one's getting this. Pity fuck. Blimps.
Is that a jump pad?
well,
I don't
That's a
know.
jump pad.
It's
a
gonna go
junk pad.
fly off into the fucking stratosphere.
Yep.
All right, RNGesus, take the wheel. Let's see.
Right, and you go on the blimp.
off the side.
No, not really. I kind of went on the side of the blimp, then
Yep.
to the grass.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Pedro got robbed.
Still on the track. Still on the
Alan's still
track.
in the game.
Rohit's still in the game. Oh, Rohit made it.
Right. Okay, I see how this goes. I finished the first lap. I'll take it.
Rohit's in front.
Yep.
All right. The rules have been brought in.
Boing. He's got to be very, very straight when you get on the jump pad. Man, these blimps have some no clip on them. Oh, wow. Rohit fucking derped into that one. He was about to fly off, and then he got knocked into the finish.
Rohit's like the fucking blimp whisperer all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boing.
Boing.
Rohit got flipped.
God damn it.
Shit.
No.
Boing.
Fuck. I hit the wall.
All right.
Yeetus!
He's mad now. He's no, he got flipped again.
Oh, come on.
He's trying. He's going for it. You can do it, Rohit. I believe. Nope. You can't.
Nope.
Run out of time.
All right, let's go to Foxy again. Let's see how this goes.
Well, never mind.
And undershot.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now,
I did
now,
that last time.
now Foxy is Jewish.
And you made
apparently.
me land upside down. God damn it, game. That's just punishment. That was unnecessary.
All right, fair enough. Well, according to me, Mr. Alert's German.
Ven has been consistently German, which is the I guess because he has that setting.
Yeah,
but,
it took 20 seconds just to set the flag.
Foxy is definitely from Israel.
Whoop.
Can't you tell?
Ah!
The Semitic good looks. You know what? If you dressed Foxy up like an Orthodox Jew, you probably could.
Oh, he passed.
Yeah.
Look where she is.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. I don't care, man. Fifth gets degrees.
Yeah, well, you passed. So, yes. There's Sweats, my lord, here, over there, and here, and
Okay,
there.
there's going to be a jump where
Yeah, this is just
there's a
deceptive.
thing in the middle.
That's all this is. Deception.
Yes.
This is lies. Lies and asphalt.
This is Mortal Kombat deception.
All right.
Yeah, there's
All
a
right.
wall there.
Shit. There we go.
At this point,
All right, Foxy, you can do it.
oh, this is
Someone went flying off.
Was it me this time?
see the interesting thing is this game has all the Trackmania games. They have built-in map editors, so we can make custom maps.
Oh yeah.
So I
Are
have,
someone gonna make the cocaine Voltron map?
I'm gonna make a figure penis.
Okay. Too hot for Twitch though.
No, only if you're like got a free cam going.
It's a track, yeah, you can't see it.
You got to drive it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see the bird's eye view. Bird's eye view is just goat
on
seat.
the weird and twisted track to get on public service. Jesus Christ.
Let's see if I
Precision
can
driving.
actually put up any competition whatsoever with these kids. Not like that. I'm not. Okay. Had to let off.
Well, he
Got a lift.
Foxy got in before Rohit.
I keep thinking about my insurance premiums, man. You got to slow down.
You're driving too fast.
Oh, I didn't
guess-
know
I
in
guess-
Canada you can't just like tack on a second card to your existing policy. I learned that last night. So you have to buy an entirely like different policy
Yep.
for your second and tertiary cars.
Usually companies will let you bundle it though for a reduced rate, but yeah, each one is insured separately. Wee, Foxy, spinning out.
I'm not good at this map. This map doesn't have enough chicaneries.
Doesn't have enough spiky bullshit.
No, it's too straightforward,
No.
just regular racing.
Yeah.
This is just
It's my kryptonite.
It is just a Trackmania map.
Yeah, I got race. I've never made these claims.
I said I'm not a racist.
If it was an official map, it'll be like white.
I mean, I beat somebody there.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh man. See, there's
is that
some
no
chicanery
turning?
for you.
Oh no, that's like one of the things that locks your wheels.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're just-
that's either no turning or freewheeling or
The flying
no
off
grip.
the corner, yeah.
Well, it's a good thing Pipewire has freewheelers.
We're about to find out. No grip.
No GURP.
No girl.
Still no grip.
I'm not falling for that. I almost did though.
Yeah, that's
I nearly
it's a trap.
Ah.
It's constant bullshit like that, man. Like little things like, oh, go this way. It just goes right off into the grass.
We've learned.
Yeah, no, I saw the little jump and I saw the track going. No, wait, what?
Like, nah. I didn't even, I wasn't paying attention. I just instinctively went the opposite direction on that one. Like, God damn it. You know what? I stand a chance on this because it's got like 2 no grip spots.
Yep.
Because that's how I drive
You
normally.
can.
Yeah. Kind of levels the playing field a bit.
Just constantly driving on ice.
I hit the wall.
I beat Foxy.
We all hit the wall.
Yes, but I had necessarily hit the wall.
Well, you see, like the current version
We
that
all
they don't have on
unnecessarily hit the
Steam.
wall.
Like, you have wheel thrusters if you want to add another dimension of nonsense.
Wheel thrusters.
Yes, you have like, you have a forward and aft impulse.
Oh, okay.
It's for like air braking.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I beat Pedro.
Yes, I did poorly on that.
Did you get distracted?
No, I did poorly.
Hey,
You did.
thank you.
Oh,
Pinu, you purchased a 5-year anniversary bundle. I'm guessing that was from Humble.
Oh yes, that is currently going on. Yes.
All right, might as well play
yeah,
a real
Humble
lap.
Heights.
And there we go.
That's how you fuck up the end game right there, kids. Take notes. Who was that coming in back? Oh, it was Michael just fucking off. Got it.
Yeah. I was coming in last.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
If there's going to be somebody just driving in circles, it's going to be you. So,
Yeah, true.
well,
Or Jill.
yeah, but Jill's trying though.
Yeah.
And around the bend.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
I watched
There's a
that
lot
movie.
of that in this
Jeez.
I haven't watched that.
Did you watch it?
I caught it on pay-per-view.
All right, I was gonna say, did you see it in theaters?
No, I haven't seen any of them in theaters.
The only one I've seen in theaters is
Two
the-
finish
I
line.
didn't see it.
Here's the
And
thing,
it was
man.
just like, it was literally, movie theaters are open. We can actually go see a fucking movie now.
Right.
Let's go see a movie.
We just got a different taste in sci-fi.
I see that checkpoint.
I think we gotta snoop boop it. Up, hard break. Gah.
Never mind.
Oh,
Yes.
Man, this is
That
like,
is,
goddamn.
this is some
Yes.
fuckery. But, and now Rohit's Jewish. Excellent.
bye. Why the grass
So
is wet?
far, so good. Yeah, there we go.
There goes.
No, that was the end. I finished.
Oh, you did?
I was the only one who
Wait.
finished.
All right.
Okay, welcome to slow your shit down the map.
Yes.
It tries to tell you right at the beginning. Like, no, I got this. No, you don't. Ooh, I wonder if
You most certainly do not.
ah, is that good? Yay.
Whee! Spot. I wish
who
the
was
cars
that
made
right at the
pancake
end?
noises when they hit the
Oh,
ground.
Mr. Wood.
There's probably some.
There's probably a mod for it.
Probably.
Probably.
This is like Left 4 Dead, where if you
There's
can think
probably a
about it, there's
specific
mod for
map
it.
that makes the cars do that.
Well, there's custom horns, so yes.
Yes.
Go Roadhead.
I was on the middle there, but still finished.
Oh man, Rohit and Mr. Alert were like 0.2 seconds off.
Yeah.
And you will straight up like see people like are doing this competitively. I'll see them on Twitch, and you're like, completely wrecked them. Dead serious. They're like, I don't think they can. God damn it.
So that's pretty much Trackmania Pros on Twitch.
See, here's the thing, man. At least I bring consistency.
Consistently inconsistent.
Count on me to fuck it up and still end up like, all right, don't care.
Oh, I forgot to slow down.
I didn't like that map. I'm still not liking this map.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
said
that's
like
such a plan.
mean, like this is a cruelly designed map. Yeah.
This I've seen. This is workable though. This is the
Yeah,
this
this
like,
is finishable.
we've
Yeah.
been involved in some 18-minute maps before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you want to talk about having to reverse engineer like what's going on, where you're hunting for checkpoints.
Astral Towers, the racing game.
Oh man, no cards to be dealt. What is this? Huh?
Ooh. All right.
There's blimps, but I'm not entirely sure what the blimps are doing.
You know what? I like this
blimp.
no blimp life.
Blimpless.
Left or right?
Free.
Nope. Okay, I'm
I think
assuming.
Around,
Yep. All right, that's good. Okay.
I did a little loop-de-loop.
Yeah, you did. Hell.
Wee. Nope. All right. Can Foxy do it?
Pedro's got it.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, no. He can.
Guess Rohit just
Yeah.
fucked right off. Rohit can catch Pedro. I don't think there's more.
yes.
Like maybe a map or two left. So I'm not trying to spur competition or anything, but you
Oh, I
can
just did a
totally
backflip,
get
so
Pedro.
that's cool.
Yeah.
There we go.
I
Third
mean, I
time.
really done goofed on that one, so yeah, you can totally catch me.
Super. Wow.
I majorly done goofed on that one.
Don't
God
worry, you get
damn.
company.
So did Rohit. So, yeah.
Same spot.
Can't finish. God
Listen,
damn it.
He was a fan.
And then he got blown.
Lonely fans.
Only friends. For your one-stop shop for friend dresser.
Broken hands.
Well, I'm not finishing this one.
I mean, only hands is where Carl shops.
Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Neat.
Only baby hands.
Yeah. All right.
Totally crayons. I don't know. There's not many places to go with that.
Bonely Dan.
Bonely Dan's? Fuck yeah. I'd eat at Bonely Dan's. I will.
Actually, that sounds like a pretty legit
A lot of
diner. I would
people.
eat at
Right?
Dan's.
You were like, hey,
That
man,
wall and that pole.
we're gonna go get some takeout from Bonely Dan's. Like, all right, man, pick me up something.
Yeah, down on the
Yeah, pick me
turnpike.
up,
Yeah,
Dan.
absolutely.
They only serve soup.
Moldy fans.
Bone soup.
Moldy fans. Oldie
Dan,
glands.
call me. We'll do a free commercial for it. God damn it.
Moldy
And
glands.
off the map.
Can I get extra bones and tomato soup? Thanks.
I mean,
I
bone
think
and
you
soup is
went
pretty good.
right over the finish line.
You're a vegan, so you don't understand the pleasure of bone and soup, but bone and soup is pretty good.
I'm sticking my dick
Yeah.
in soup, dude.
Like a lamb shank or something.
Oh no, not your bone in soup.
I'm not into torture
bone.
porn. I'm not sticking anybody else's dick in any soup.
Well, then you're missing out. You really are.
I don't know how to live.
scream-
Understood.
The screams make it extra delicious. Oh man, though some like
Bullshit.
pork joke,
Hi.
some pork bone
God
soup,
damn
like
it.
some nice Korean gamjatang. Ah, it's good.
I hit the wall, and now I'm on my side.
Don't worry.
Hello, I'm
Yeah.
on my wheel.
Oh shit! Look at Foxy.
Yeah, he's spinning his wheels.
Fuck yeah.
Foxy wins.
Yeah.
Foxy wins.
Hang on, who else was it? Who was in front of me?
Nobody, man.
No one.
There was someone in front of me. Where'd they go?
It was.
Alright.
It was yourself in the future.
Yeah, you were chasing the ghost, man. It was there to help you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Foxy, you are the Kwisatz Haderach. You can see the future.
You're the Quiznos
the
sub.
You are the Quiznos with extra cheese and a side of a cookie and chips.
Oh, I want a cookie. Can I have a cookie?
Oh, hell yeah, I made that. I'm gonna make that.
I don't-
Yes.
Nope. No,
Fuck
no,
you.
no cookie for you, Foxy.
Oh, dude, the
Lost your
Quiznos Satarakan is one of those little fucked up rats that just like pop out of the bottom of the door in the middle of the movie. It's like, we want the subs.
I mean, you're not far off. You're kind of not. Technically, that's correct. In a very,
fuck, I
very
was
loose
just-
reading, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Ah, come on, game.
But now I'm just hungry. Now I just want a sandwich. I have so much pulled pork.
You gotta call
I'm
Bone and
having
Joe's or whatever.
Boney Dan's.
I want pizza.
Pizza sounds good. I haven't had pizza in years.
I ate an entire pizza yesterday because I had no other food.
Was it like a big pizza or?
It's like a medium pizza.
Because I see like personal pan pizzas, and I'm like, the fuck's the point of that? Unless you get like two.
No, this was like if you ordered like a medium pizza this from the pizza joint, this is what you get. But like I just bought a bunch of pizza crusts, the cauliflower crusts from Costco.
How are those?
Yeah.
They're not bad. I like them.
Have you tried like a sausage crust? Eat crust.
Yeah, we've done chicken crust.
Okay.
That turned out good.
I like the cheese and cheese-filled crusts. Fuck, those are very nice.
No, have you had the crust where it's just cheese?
Oh no, I haven't had that one yet.
That sounds
That's pretty good.
restrictive.
If one of the places here does that, yeah.
You're just gonna pour it out in his throat.
I mean, it is just like it is basically just like a cracker, right? Like it's just like a big piece of cheese.
Yeah.
With extra cheese.
With cheese on top.
With cheese on top.
That'd make baby
it's
cheeses
the
cry.
perfect-
Always good.
It's the perfect food, really.
Oh, hell, we're back.
Oh, are we back?
Yeah, we did it, lads. All right, I guess we'll do this to see if we've learned anything. But
Have we learned anything today?
Well, I didn't, because I just hit the wall there.
God, no! Wait, hang on. Can I bullshit my way through this? No.
Nope.
Fine.
Quiz no sir.
Right, we got this.
404, score not found.
They're hot and toasty. Man, I fucking remember those commercials.
I've only seen them on the internet, but goddamn, they're horrifying. Like
I
in a good
remember
way.
seeing
like,
them on television.
that,
Yeah,
It's just like, really? That was a real, like, for reals?
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Hey, I got people talking about Quiznos, right? Up and over,
I really get it.
up and at them,
Up and
Adrian
at
got it.
them.
up and at
Atom.
them, up and at them.
The goggles did one thing.
That's the joke. You suck at me. Chucks a grenade at the audience.
Let me have this one.
Come on, yes.
Ooh, Foxy
Yes.
wins.
Across the line.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Fuck.
I am too now.
I have
God
leftover kebab meat. I might
Kebab
eat
meat?
that before I go to sleep.
Have you de-kebabbed it? Or is it still full of kebab bones?
Yeah, no, there's no, the pita breads are all gone, but there's still some kebab meat left.
Is it discombobulated?
Yes. This is not gonna go well.
Oh, man.
well enough.
God.
damn game.
Oh wow, that's a whiff. All right. Well,
No, it's not over yet,
down.
bitches. I still
Not
got a
over
chance to come in first. Everyone, let me just disconnect the server.
and edit the database. Drop tables. Insert into.
Table flip.
Fuck.
Have
I'm
the-
upside down.
That's how you come in
Is,
first.
is there a sequel flip? Hey, good job. You did it.
RNGesus. Take my macro. Yeah.
All right.
There's not a crash in the wall thing, but if there was, I would have used it. No. Well, I would have, but it wouldn't have worked.
Hello, no, no.
Hello, not a duck. Just in time.
Are you? Hang on. Oh, wait. Did I do? God damn it! I don't care enough. Never mind. There. That was a very thought out, important conversation that just played through in real time.
Yes. Words were spoken.
That was a straight up argument, man. All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for testing that out. I look forward to. I promise I'm going to make a map. Because
Oh boy.
penises.
Are you just gonna stream
It
that?
just spells out LGC.
This is going to be a bullshit map.
No. It's just gonna be a giant terminal. It's gonna be the car equivalent of a command line.
See, fortunately, they've not Minecrafted it up where you can have like action blocks and shit where we can like form
where
things.
where you could actually theoretically write a shell in Trackmania and All right. Or like Baba, where
There's
you
no
can just make other
Redstone and Red
games.
Trackmania.
Beautiful people, thanks for showing up. We're going to bounce out of here. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone in Discord. But until next week, Pedro will return with...
Yes. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. There's been 2 weeks off of that, so it's coming back.